Welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to check out our little adventure. Special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings. We hope you enjoy your first taste of Fortune's Blade. However that tastes, I'm not quite sure. We haven't really ever nailed that down. It's probably a little meaty, definitely some salt, definitely angst. There's a lot of that in there. That's, half the crew. That's what they do all the time. I don't know how that tastes, but hey, we'll figure that out later. If you want to catch it more, if you want additional tastes, I guess that's just the metaphor that we're going with today. You can find us in a number of different places, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where we play live every Saturday. And we also have some gaming content on there if you're interested in watching all of us play games. If you are looking for some edited content, and if you want to catch up on all of the adventures of Fortune's Blade, make sure to check out YouTube. Just search Dicefunctional. You can find us there. We have all of our previous adventures. This is session 123 of the main story. We also have a bunch of one-shots. There's a lot of D&D content. If you like D&D, you're in the right place. Trust me on that one. If you prefer listening to all of your adventures because you have other important things to do, I understand that. You can check us out on podcast services everywhere. Just search Dicefunctional, where we have all of our D&D adventures up there. That's a lot of hours of listening to. If you're able to listen to, through all of our stuff from beginning to end, and then you still have time left in your life, congratulations. That's impressive. There's a lot of hours there. So I don't even want to do the math on that. I'm actually very scared to do that. But yeah, that's what we have. If you want to check us out on socials, at Dicefunctional with an _ on Twitter, at Dicefunctional on Instagram. We have a TikTok. It's Dicefunctional. It's really fucking funny. Jill does a lot of stuff on there. You should also check that out there. And then beyond that, if you search Dicefunctional on the Googles, there's a website. Lots of awesome stuff, including a lot of awesome work by Jolly and a lot of awesome artwork. All sorts of cool things. You can find out all about us as the players and the characters, not only for this campaign, but also for some other tabletop RPG related stuff that we do. Lots of information, I know, but I say it at the beginning of every session. If you want to check out anything like that, really the best place to check it out, at Dicefunctional on Twitter. There are links to everything there, and you can find us all there. I don't think there's anything else, because I'm pretty sure I covered everything other, unless you want me to start making more, tasting metaphors.
No.
I don't really feel like doing that, though, so we're going to get into some D&D, because that's what you're here for, and that's what we're here to play. It
smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, something like that. You know what else smells like Teen Spirit? I'm gonna actually leave that there. Connor, take it away.
So where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, they had just made their way over to the continent of Eches, a previously war-torn continent between the dwarves to the north and the elves to the south, whom had been in on and off conflicts for quite a long time, only recently stopping about 70 or so years ago. The party also knows this as Galeth's home, where they lived for a majority of their life before going off and wandering the world. They made their way from the southern section of Eches, traveled up through, stopping over at the Battle of Cairn Plains, a location that marked the end of the most recent war, with a 5-mile wide area of dead earth with nothing remaining. They also found some friendly goats that will attempt to hunt and stalk people, as well as some snake frog-like creatures, and the giant spiders that live in the myconid forests, and realize that Eches is an extremely dangerous place, and they know why Gale is the way they are. After finding the ruins of Gale's old home and the village, they also bumped into a stranger, a man who introduced himself simply as Roses, and appeared to be wandering through the village itself looking for stuff to scavenge. After a tense meeting, you guys decided that he did not intend harm, even if he was quite a dangerous individual, as the gunslinger Roe was warned of. You also noted that he carries with him a moderately powerful necromantic object, the amulet he wears around his neck. But in the process of setting up for the night, Galeth went away to where he last saw Irlith, his lover, and his mom, and found 2 sets of footprints in the crater where they last were, with no signs of their body except for a hole in the trees that casts a perfect sight right over to the mountain that erupted. Gale made his way back to the party, and then, realizing what that meant, rushed back to the mountain, only to find that deep inside of it there is a portal leading to places unknown. And now we pick back up. Right now, you guys are at the very top of the mountain, looking down at a section of spiraling stone, like a giant ramp that just kind of twirls down the inside of the mountain and leads to a dim orange glow at the very bottom, where you see a platform that is near the magma with a triangular black obsidian portal. What would you guys like to do?
I'll leave someone who can actually see all of it to do the talking.
It's right over there. It's actually really big, Har. If you can step a bit closer if you need to.
I don't know if we want to step closer to this, Gale.
I hate to break it to you, but
Oh, don't say it. Don't.
We have to go.
I have to go. I have to go.
If you have to go, we all have to go. We're not going by yourself.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I wouldn't ask any of you to do it, but I have to.
Can it wait until morning?
Please.
We should.
Well,
So we have
take the
time to prep?
prepare.
I mean,
I am not
their
re-
bodies have been in that hell place for at least 60 odd summers. I don't think another couple days will make that much a difference.
Just a night. I just need to.
I need to change out what spells I'm bringing with me. I'm not going to
Thank
hell
you.
with bad spells.
Same here. I am not prepared to fight today, and I think if we go to hell, we will be fighting.
Damn, you know, I've told people to go to hell my entire life, and here I am being the one to go.
Karma.
Well, to be fair, I'm not sure that's actually hell.
What is it then?
I don't know.
Booty?
But I'm guessing that's where the demons came from.
Can I see like runes or anything, Connor?
Not from this distance. You are quite a ways up. So like basically like you're like a full mountain tied up, and then there's like quite a little
Okay,
trek
well-
down.
Hey, whoa.
Like you
Gale's-
can go down there and find.
Gale's gonna get closer.
Wait!
Okay.
I can actually.
I was gonna ask Gro to borrow her scope so one of you could look closer at it through the scope.
Oh,
That's
That
actually
didn't work.
completely intelligent option.
That's smarter than the idea I had.
I will very reluctantly handgun to Rudy while placing her hands. I mean, like, if you let go of this gun, I will end you. Good luck.
I mean, to be fair, if you didn't want to hand it, you could have just looked at it and then used a piece of the paper.
No, I
That's
don't.
true. Okay.
I like the idea of Rudy having a gun in her hands for a hot second.
Rudy looks to the gun. Rudy does not know how to handle the gun. This is very.
Rudy's hands are shaking. She said,
Ah!
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
"Do not touch the trigger. Good God, don't touch the trigger."
Yeah, no, her hands are nowhere near the trigger. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, the temptation. Just shoot the portal.
See what?
Looks through the portal, or looks through the scope to see if she can see anything on the portal.
Okay, perception check.
See, I'm gonna say this one isn't a disadvantage because you use one eye in a scope.
You
Anyway.
were quite literally using one eye, so yes. The perception checks with this are treated just like perception checks for a spyglass, which would be with advantage then.
Okay.
Only downside is Rudy is using the eye patch eye, actually.
Yeah.
I can't see anything, guys.
Flips up the
Broken.
eye patch and starts looking down it.
13 total.
God, your perception's so bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not a perceptive character.
What if I give you a little inspiration? Would that help with anything?
You can
Yeah,
certainly
it would.
do that.
You can do it.
The D6, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how far stuff
Maybe.
works.
To 6, so
It is
19.
almost certainly just a d6.
19 total.
It's a
Okay.
Oh shit,
D100.
you rolled a 6?
Yeah, I did. Thank God.
I'm sorry. the
19
DC was
total.
20.
I'm so sorry. You do not see it.
Oh no.
So
So bright you go blind.
yeah, you.
No sight.
Smartasses, all of you. You look down the scope towards the actual portal itself, and you would note that there are some runes that do travel along the actual portal itself. And it'll take an Arcana check to try and study them for long enough to find out roughly what they are for. 'Cause you're
22.
not entirely sure off the top of your head. 22?
Yeah, I rolled a 12 plus 10.
Song change. There we go. All right. So, looking down the scope, you note that many of the glyphs and runes that are actually trailing along these almost like two adjoined pillars that create this triangular portal, they definitely do show symbology and runic mentions that would be associated with hell. But you do also notice hold on. Sorry about that. You do also note the symbols that denote a different location at the same time. That would be the planar symbols for Abaddon as well. But it's mentioning both of them at the exact same time, which means it's most likely actually aiming for an interstice. The location where these two planes join together, and whatever that will mean. You would know that the adjoining between Hell and Abaddon is a location known simply as Gehenna.
Hands good, back to row. So, Hell? Abaddon? I think it's the point between the two.
Votes we don't go to Abaddon.
I-
Hell is much better.
I don't think we have a choice.
Abaddon's like-
It's the spot between. So it's called Gehenna.
Bless you. Gail,
Hmm.
you're sure your mom didn't mention any of this, right?
Nope.
Nick.
Okay, well,
Connor, because the nat 20 on religion I rolled
Yeah,
earlier,
which we never got to use.
would I know if this is its own sort of like demi-planar space?
It's not so much a demi-plane as it is like I said, an interstice between these two planes. It's literally where they butt up against each other. And what that means is it kind of becomes a pseudo-plane of its own, and results in this almost of an adjoining of the aspects of both of them. Now, there are some of these planes that are very much sections where nobody goes, such as Carcerai, which is a section of the plains where only the Demodans go because anybody else who tries to go in there is going to get killed immediately. Gehenna actually holds a very different place for this. See, Gehenna is an interstice between Hell, which is lawful evil, and is primarily dominated by devils, and Abaddon, which is neutral evil and is primarily dominated by daemons, or, mercenaries, essentially. Which means Gehenna is actually almost like a marketplace of a sort.
So there is a chance that wherever this portal leads, it could be a place that is either neither side will go to, or neither side really has quote-unquote jurisdiction over, so Maddie might be safe.
No, this is a place where both sides are allowed to come in and both sides do business. Now, you also realize there is an innate danger for every single person here.
Of course.
What, because half of us are holy casters?
Not a single one of you is evil.
Yeah.
Which means if you go in there, every single one of your souls is more valuable than, say, any soul that's supposed to be down there. Essentially, you all have giant targets on your back as soon as you go in.
Hey, Gail. I'm gonna ask.
I will point this out. None more so than Maddie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who has probably the biggest target on their back.
Should we,
I see you shaking your head.
should we ask either your mom or Aerith about this?
I mean, we can.
I can.
We don't really know what we're supposed to find there. I mean, you're assuming it's the bodies of your people, but
Could you look with the eye to see where they are? Or...
it has to be on the same plane. I can look when we get there, but not. And also, I don't want to use the eye. Just a quick reference to all of you when I'm there, because I know from my Fiend book that Abaddon is where this guy is, and the rest of the Four Horsemen. I actually, and Mercy's gonna reach into her book bag of holding and go, there might be a section on Kihana in here if one of you want to check.
Well, I suppose it'll give something to do this evening. Unless if someone else wants it, how we'll take it to read.
That's
Mercy
not. I
and
would
already
say.
read that book.
I think so. I think Mercy and Woody have both read it, so Mercy
Yeah.
will hand it off to you, Haru.
You will get it right back after the night.
That's fine. I'll just go back into the bag.
Yeah, no need
But
to
yeah,
remove it
Gail.
from the inventory.
I can set it up so you can talk to your mom if you want.
Alright. I hate to keep bothering her like this, honestly.
Would you rather contact Aerith?
I don't know if I want to do that just yet.
Okay.
I don't know if I could handle seeing her.
Alright, we should. I think we've done all we can for right now. We should head back. I can set up so you can talk to your mom. We can get some sleep. So we can come back here in the morning and get ready to go in, I guess.
And we can eat dinner.
Yeah, I think
That
we
Maddie
did.
was working hard on when we left.
I think we did promise that, so.
It's all burned.
Oh god. I kind of hope Rose isn't like our friend back in Patricia, not Patricia, in Odella, who eats raw ingredients.
I mean, he probably eats what he can get. Like,
Probably.
Would Rudy have Arcanist's magic aura?
what?
Truly. Hold on. I might.
Because you can mask
Oh,
or change.
Nistel's magical. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
you
do.
actually.
I
You
do. Yeah, I got it from the book. From Ostrov's
Helps
book.
a lot.
So you can hide Maddie's alignment and being a Celestia. You can make her appear as like a fiend or something.
Hold on.
Good god, please. No offense, Maddie, but
I just need a small square of silk. But yeah, I can do that.
New plan.
Guess who just got like
I
100
have
square
10 yards
yards of.
I have 10 yards of silk.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't need it. I actually don't need it. Hilariously.
I hate this already. I don't.
No, it'll be good.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
New plan. We disguise Maddie as a fiend. She takes all of us. We're her hostages.
Fun fact: since I have the ability to cast spells ritually, I can do this to everyone.
No, this is much better.
It lasts
It
for
doesn't get
24 hours.
Wait. It doesn't get consumed, right?
No,
No.
I
Oh,
don't
thank
need
God.
I don't need it because I use my wand, so she
Yeah.
doesn't need it.
Okay, but it's still funny that I
So
bought
funny.
10 yards of spider silk.
But yeah, I literally could cast it on everyone, and it lasts for 24 hours. It's not a concentration.
Bro, you'll get horns.
You see, this is me being excited because this means now I get to sketch everybody as little demons.
It doesn't actually change
It doesn't make you
your
look like them,
appearance.
but-
Do
But it
I? Hold on,
That's
hold on. Look at me in my face. Do I look like I care that it doesn't change?
You do still have a disguise kit.
I do, but no. In my mind, it's
Wait,
changing.
You can also change your appearance.
I can do that, but it doesn't change.
Mhm.
You know, I do what I do, and I'm gonna
Live
do
your
it.
dream, Jill.
But yeah, I can make it so that our souls aren't. We're not necessarily with a target on our back as soon as possible. It won't take me. It'll take me a couple hours, but I can just get up earlier than everyone.
How long
How long does it take?
Because it's not a Michelle. It's a Rudy ritual, not a normal ritual. So
No,
it's
how
20
long
minutes.
does the spell last?
24 hours.
Okay.
Which is very good in this case.
I mean, I could use a couple of spell slots for it, but I can also like make it so that like I have 3 second level spell slots, so I can do a couple of second levels and then do the rest on like ritually, so it'll take like an hour. But
See, I knew there was something that could hide
yeah,
alignment.
that's just a thing I've never had a need to use, but it's something that I've had this entire time because
Yeah.
Osterop had a spell book that I took from him, and I copied all the spells in. So
Mhm.
I've had it forever.
I think a ring of mind chilling also hides alignment, but we don't have that.
No, and we don't have time to get that. So, but yeah, that is a good thing we can use. Smart. Thank you. Haru's very smart.
All right. So that sounds like a plan.
Mhm.
Right. To dinner then.
Dinner.
As we walk back, Mercy's just gonna kind of tap at Gale and go, "You alright?"
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want an emotional support puppy to hold? Or cat? I can do either.
I'd never say no. I just need to process all of this, honestly.
Okay. Mercy's gonna summon Powder and hand it over to Gale.
Gail's gonna kind of absent-mindedly take the puppy.
Okay. You absentmindedly pick up the
Alright.
dog.
She's gonna kind of leave Gale with the dog, because she can't help with this one.
Yep. The puppy
Very
would be
fair.
very small in Gail's arms, though. I'm realizing that.
It's
Yeah, I'm
a little
surprised you
husky
didn't-
puppy.
I am surprised you didn't summon the big dog.
Okay, but it's way cuter to give Gale a tiny puppy. I could summon Knight, and Knight could lay on Gale.
Gail would carry Knight like a normal puppy, though.
No, at Knight's age now, Knight's a horse, almost nearly a horse-sized dog.
Gail would
Yeah.
carry Knight like a small puppy.
Yeah.
Don't
It's like,
doubt.
you know how when you pick up a large-sized dog and they're not used to being picked up, they get those look on their face like they're doing something wrong.
Just like,
Mhm.
I can ride
It's
Knight
poor
into
Knight.
battle.
I like when people hold adult dogs as like the same way you hold like a real toddler. So they're just like holding, like that's a dog.
That's not how
So-
that works.
Anyways, dinner?
You guys make your way back down the mountain. Roses is there. He likely would have kind of started clearing out a small area for the campsite, essentially. No! Oh, yeah! Oh, sorry. I apologize. Maddie, you'd be doing the dinner, correct?
Yes.
Anything you have in mind?
No.
Gotcha.
I don't.
Gotcha. Just generally, so.
Remember how I suggested
Something very good.
Foods from all different types, like areas, so we could determine.
Oh
where
yeah,
Roses is
you wanted
from.
to try and spark his memory.
Yeah, or just figure out what continent he's from, because that's certainly a taste that he would prefer.
Well, if I get advantage if someone helps me, but I don't know if it'll make much of a difference if I roll again.
You can.
They will help
certainly
you.
do it again.
Okay. Oh,
It's
okay.
better.
32. Well, first off, you can say very, very confidently you've made a very, very good array of foods. And I will also point out that Roses will gladly eat everything and anything you put in front of him, as he seems like he is not used to eating quality dishes. He's used to eating whatever he can. It's the way he lives. But with that said, you also note he responds better to. He's responding more to the food that looks like it would be more native to Ekes, which, in the case of this, tends to almost always have some kind of a greenery or protein along with it, like nuts or something like that. But in many cases, is more stuff like goat's meat or spider meat in some cases. Yes. Something was said, and Jill is not happy that it was said.
Jessica was trying to interrupt because when you said something with greenery and nuts, both of us stopped, and Jessica went, so he likes to eat D's, and I inhaled to say it, and Jessica goes to unmute, and I went, don't! Now is not the time.
He's nuts! But yeah, he seems to respond a little bit better to the Akasian food.
Alright. Does narrow it down.
Excuse me.
Thanks for the meal.
Yawning.
As mentioned before, I will cast Forbiddance with barring every creature type in the list except for Celestial.
Okay. So the only things that are allowed here would be Celestials. Okay.
Yeah.
You do so.
The ones that are blocked are Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Yep. I will keep that in mind. So you guys post up at the ruins of the village. Are you planning on sleeping outside or sleeping inside the mansion?
Michelle?
I forgot. I mean, I can set up the mansion if anyone wants to sleep in. I think Rudy will probably sleep in there.
I don't really have a choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I could pop into the ethereal plane and sleep there, but
That seems unfair. So I will cast the mansion. Yeah, Rudy. I
sleeping
mean,
outside.
So, okay. This spell is cast. Rudy will sleep in. I mean, obviously Mercy has to sleep in there, but anyone else who wants to. And I don't know if I want to. Well, I mean, we're gonna be in a different dimension. I don't know if I want to prep it for tomorrow. There might be better things to prep, honestly.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to check on LaCroix real quick?
If you'd like.
You can do that.
Because just as a last, we kind of know where
Yeah,
Fuckface
but
is.
it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's mainly just to make sure he's not moving towards us as we go to hell. Valis, I feel like, would have already tried.
We gotta figure out some way to get like a middle finger add-on to your cool eye so that you can see it.
If they're in person, I do have a middle finger now.
No, yeah, but like
add-on.
in the eye, like when they see it, you gotta go.
I feel like the energy I put through hopefully does it.
Physical representation of it.
Just
We'll see
stare
if I
at them
can get that.
menacingly.
I think it does that automatically.
Menacingly.
Anyways,
Fair.
I'll do that real quick before we go to bed, just to get a location on him.
Take your armor
That is
off.
fine.
I already planned to take everything off, because Connor's a bastard.
It's how the thing works.
No, you don't. Usually you assume certain things. You don't let me assume this one, because you enjoy breaking
because
my
you can
armor.
fix it at any time, and it's funny.
Many spells. Oh my god.
So, using the observance ability from the Eye of the Fifth, you, excuse me again, golly, you set your plate mail aside, and you cast your sight out towards one. You're aiming for
Bubbles.
Boy.
Mr. LaClaw.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Sure.
Piss man.
Missed. It's the piss man. Skibbity yum no no no.
Oh god.
Yum no no no.
Go on.
Oh yeah, no, I was grabbing my dice.
He has to make a 17.
Yep.
If I remember right.
15 on the die. He's fine.
Yeah.
So he'll see it.
I was about to say, it's charisma. Of course he's fucking fine.
Yep. So, you would note, your sight gets cast back out again. He's still in Pacretia. You note that immediately. But it looks like he has dragged Portia and her husband along behind him, more or less through the desert. And you see that currently they've actually made their way to a section more towards the south over
Edenlund?
here. Yes, Edenlund, which is, yeah, it's loading in, don't worry.
I already clicked over, that's why I
Like,
know.
this has soap in it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Don't mind what I just drank. I think the straw still had soap in it.
No, it tastes like Soho.
Ah. Oh god.
He's not far from the stronghold.
He is not far from the stronghold. You're correct. But currently, it looks like him and the two Lindenbrooks are have housed up in a location somewhere in Edenlund. And you are only able to get a sight of so much around you, but you note that from what you're immediately seeing surrounding them, it's empty. You're not seeing anybody around them in the what looks like a bar that they've taken refuge inside of.
I'm just waiting for him to pop the eyeball.
You actually are able to observe him the entire time.
I don't like that he let me observe him the entire time.
I said, come look what we've done. Isn't it nice?
What bitch? As she goes out, whoever's near her, she goes, he's not far from the stronghold there. That my gut feels weird about that one.
I don't know anything about the stronghold. I don't know what that means. I feel like
I don't
should
know a
know.
lot. It kind of around the time of the war, when it, wasn't so bad. It was occupied, but pretty much everyone who was part of the big bad part is in the north. I don't know. He might try to take that stronghold for himself. I wouldn't be shocked. But for right now, it's not pressing. We have more pressing things to deal with. It was mainly checking to make sure he was still on continent.
He wasn't like in the woods behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, Malorus is probably still near the continent, if not on it.
Waiting in the bushes for us.
Or he's in the woods behind us. It's really a mystery with these guys. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Waiting in the bushes of love.
Although, if we're going to hell, he'll also be going to hell. But he's also evil, so he won't shine like a beacon.
Every day.
I mean, neither will we, so.
All day.
Before going to bed, would you like to contact Gale? No. There's a comma there. Contact
I'm right
comma.
over here.
Contact
We really need to
comma.
figure out how to
That
contact Gale. This is becoming an issue.
Contact
Gale?
comma.
Gale?
I realized that as I was saying, I was like, that's not right. Contact
Right.
comma Gale.
We can do that. I mean, we're gonna be setting up in the
Yeah, but I
the
can
common
do it,
house. We can set it up in the common house if you want
Okay, we're
to.
gonna do that. Okay, that's fine.
You
I
can
will
cast
set
the
it up.
mansion in here.
That's if that's where then she would have done it in there.
Alright, it's just an additional layer of protection. Wandering things won't go up to it or anything like that.
Okay.
Then we're right across the kind of the town center, if you will, from where Rose is staying. So, and if people want additional food, there's additional food out here.
I think your mom would like to come summon back to this spot.
Yeah. So what do you want me to ask her? I mean, actually, you just ask the questions and we'll assume it goes through Rudy. It's fine.
Yeah. You ask the
Alright.
questions, Rudy repeat.
All right.
If I would say if Rudy has a question that they want to override, Rudy can do that.
Yeah.
I only mention it because it is a feasible option.
Yeah. We'll do that, and if Rudy wants to override or whatever, she will, but she probably won't. And I mean, just roll. I'm fine, but barely. I did roll a 3 on the die. I only fail. I literally only fail
On a natural 1.
On a natural 1. So
Yeah.
because it's a 15.
Good.
And with mercy, because like I'm guessing a natural 1 is an automatic fail.
Yeah.
So otherwise, yeah, like I have a plus 15 with mercy next to me.
Yeah, so you can only fail on a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay. You were able to summon the spirit of Gale's mother yet again.
He just waves for asking questions.
She'll give a polite nod to you.
All right, Gale.
All right. Sorry to do this again, Mum. But I found at least part of what you left. We know where the portal is, and we're about to go through it. Are both yours and Aerith's bodies in there?
Yes.
Do you know where they are?
Yes.
What should we be looking for?
I cannot answer that question.
Right.
That's technically not 3.
Right.
Because if I recall correctly, the spell actually says that if you ask a question that the spirit is unable to answer, they will then essentially rebuff you in a sense.
It's 5 questions, I believe. Hold on, I'm gonna we'll bring it up. Hold on, 1 moment. Oh, why? Oh, because it's 4th level. Haha.
The DM answers each question with 1 word, such as yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear. If the entity does not know the answer to the question, but basically, yeah, it does not say. It does not say whether or not they can't answer the question, but there's still the knowledge that I can't give you a full explanation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have 2 more questions.
All right. Are your and Aerith's bodies together?
Yes. Yes, they are. Like I'll explain this just out of character to explain it to everybody. I will break the rule to like give a further explanation or like say it in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm still saying yes or no.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe ask if they're under the care of someone.
That when. Or maybe.
In a sense.
Okay. Right. Alright, so if we get 1 more question. Is if is the person who has your bodies, are they amenable to us just bringing them back? Or is it gonna be a fight?
They would not be amenable to simply giving you my bodies.
Alright. So so definitely the second one. Alright.
Wait, are they in hell or in the Feywild?
No, they're in whatever that's called.
I know
I
this,
can't
I know
say
this
that.
scale.
I know
know
it.
this
I
scale.
can't.
Hannah?
Bless you. I can't say that. Are you kidding?
I hate that I taught him the bless you.
You did. It's actually a good one. I don't understand the reference, but it's a good one.
Don't worry about it.
I speak giant. What do you want from me?
It's because people used to think when you sneezed you were possessed.
That was an actual thing.
Yeah, we don't have time getting into how stupid people used to be. They're still stupid, just different kinds.
Is Poland from the hills now?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Feels like it is.
Sometimes it does, and you're not wrong.
My nose has been itching the entire time we've been on this continent. I've never been around so much greenery.
Or just wait till the winter. Nothing will itch. You won't be able to feel half your limbs, but it won't itch anymore.
Even with my cold resistance?
Even then, you'll be able to feel it, but boy, it'll suck. Why do you think I have resistance to all of this?
We can't be here in winter. You won't make it.
The snow regularly gets high, like probably. Let's put it this way: there have been times where we've had snowstorms that are they're taller than me.
Oh, that's like 3 of you.
Oh no.
I can't drown here. In the snow.
Which is why, well, we're not even close to last harvest yet, so I wouldn't worry about that. Spring festivals have just happened, so we're actually coming at a good time. To be fair, we're about as furthest away from the snow as we can get.
That's promising. That's good.
Aye.
Wait, what happens to the killer goats during winter?
Oh, they're fine.
That makes it worse.
They burrow. They burrow through the snow.
They burrow.
Aye. So do the bears. Well, you call them dire bears. They're the ones up north.
Should be here in the winter.
No, you really don't.
Do they just wait? How do they burrow? Do they just eat through the snow?
I don't know because I haven't really studied it, but they have been known to just appear in paths and ambush people. You cut them off for food for long enough, they'll ambush people. Again, that's why the rangers are so good at finding them.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the spiders in winter, though. They're in the caves.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
I'd rather be in hell than
We're going from one hell to another for me.
Well,
I've been 2 hells. This is a fun trip.
Well, you might be in luck then, because then there might be giant fire spiders in the hell.
The combination hell Feywild is
Hold on. Is Gil talking with us about fire spiders? Can I roll to see?
You can. I'm not sure.
I rolled a 9, and it's only +1, so a 10.
10. Gale has no idea if that's actually a thing, and he's just fucking with you. Yeah.
Unless he just frowns and goes, "Okay."
But there are spiders from the Feywilds.
I'm going to bed. I'm following Rudy's footsteps. I'm going to bed.
Rudy's already done with this conversation. She's just like, no, I'm going to sleep. I can't deal with this right now.
spiders that can travel to the ethereal plane.
Yeah, aye.
So we
That
can
wasn't me.
fight-
That wasn't me.
It's an actual thing.
Well, there was the well, I guess they were only going invisible. There were like the void spiders or whatever.
The ones that we fought in Dinos, don't remind me.
Aye.
These spiders.
Those fucking bitches.
Well, I mean, actually, it makes sense that this place is so fucked up, knowing that there's at least one place where the Feywild basically just spills over into here. That'd make a lot of sense. I'm excited to go to the Feywild. That'll be a lot of fun.
What? What was that face for?
Kitty. Which kitty is it?
It's Houdini.
Houdini.
Well, I'm gonna sleep outside. Not outside, but in the building here.
Actually going to as well. Because I want to be able to see what's coming.
That's fair.
Just in case.
That's fair.
Could I join as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
One thing we used to do, there were certain festivals where we'd build a giant bonfire here in the middle of the town. Obviously a lot of things don't like fire, so we could build a really big bonfire in the middle, so that way we have that.
Bonfire.
On one hand, it's like a beacon. On the other hand, it's like a really big fire.
Well, the goats don't like the fire. The spiders don't like the fire. The bears usually can't be fucked, but there aren't many of them around here. Most of them, the ones that hibernate, are still waking up.
You
Wolves.
think you could take a bear? Well, you've taken a bear before, but like,
I
could
have.
you take one of these bears?
I could. I fought them before. Aye. Probably once you get to like 6 or 7, I probably couldn't, without getting really hurt. But I could take one. But there aren't a lot of bear tracks around here. In fact, there aren't a lot of tracks in general. There's a chance that whatever my mum did to keep this village away from everyone, for the most part anyway, it is still at least up in some sort of way. So
Sure.
They
If you
could
want to
be
build a
demons.
bonfire, we can build a bonfire.
I'll keep it smaller.
Smaller for the.
Aye.
This is only the 4 of us, including Roses.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind as well, there are lots of big trees around here, so it's not as easy for the light to get out.
Yeah.
Or I'll go grab some wood for a bit. And go off and grab firewood.
Okay. Yeah. So you can you're able to. I mean, you have the Outlander background. You can get firewood, no problem.
Yeah.
So you're able to do that within less than 15 minutes, no problem, and you get enough for a decent sized fire.
All right. Build a fire in the middle. After
Look at the little kitty.
after
Would we need like a baby?
after the fire is all lit and everything, Gil will go over to the house next to Cobbler's, where Roses is sleeping, and knock on the door.
That's what you hear.
I was just checking, make sure you didn't need anything.
I'm fine. Thank you, though.
No problem. If you need anything, be across the way. Just let me know. Poor bastard. Probably, this is Gail's coming back. Probably hadn't known a good night of sleep in I don't know how long. I'd see how much food he ate.
Yeah, I'm sure the full belly will really help.
Aye.
Even chow down on the precretion stuff, but I made sure those were like extra spicy. Yeah, it's not good unless it's got the right kick,
Aye, extra spice. Make it all run out of your nose and everything.
That's how you know it's good.
Oh, I believe it. Believe it. That's good. At least this place wasn't touched much by the weather, though.
Yeah, it's held up pretty well for 60 years of no one really taking care of it.
Well, we're up in the mountains a bit enough that a lot of the winds don't get to us as bad. We're protected from anything coming down from the north by the mountain, which is nice. Nothing really... Some of the warmer stuff comes up from the south, so sometimes you'll get some really interesting rains that come on through. We're also high enough in the mountains that the rain doesn't collect anywhere, so we don't have to worry about the floods that some of the lower areas get. That's why that's why a lot of the villages you see up here are a bit up into the mountains, because some of these areas are known to flood. It's a rough place to live, I admit, but you know, it's home.
Yeah.
You get used to it after a while.
It's kind of how I felt about Basus, a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's the jungle was right there, and you don't usually go in there unless you're prepared to hunt big things or be hunted by big things. But as a kid, I snuck in there quite a bit to go forage. Always really careful. Gotta be really, really quiet in there.
Aye.
But it was home. It's what I had.
You make do.
You make do.
You know, there's an early summer festival that we'd do in here. A lot of us younger ones, we'd all essentially, we'd have like a big sleepover here in the common house. It was a lot of fun. Nobody did much sleeping. I remember like it was probably, because you couldn't join if you were under a certain age, but I think probably my third or fourth summer, I remember we had a really big fight that was a lot of fun. Not like actually fighting to hurt each other, but we had
like a spar.
Aye, something like that. We took the tables and made farts, and then we started throwing rocks at each other, you know, across the area, and a couple of people got... Well, there wasn't any snow on the ground. What else were we supposed to do? But we got some really big pieces of bark, a couple of us, and we got sticks, and we used them as shields, and we were going over trying to take the other castle, and it was a lot of fun. Aerith broke a shield over my head. It hurt a little bit, but it was pretty funny. I told her you couldn't hit people with a shield and win, but then she did.
Really showed you, huh?
It did for a moment. I was still better at wrestling than she was. She was more vicious than I was, though.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
No, not at all. Remember, that's how she got a big old scar. I remember there were a couple bears that came into the village. They were hungry, but they were chasing after a couple of the kids, and she went after them. Went full bear on them, took on 3 of them all at once. It was pretty cool. She didn't kill him, but it got him down to the point where they just left, but it messed her up pretty bad. Luckily we got a bunch of people that are good at healing, but she's pretty good about that stuff. She actually jumped on the back of a giant eagle once.
Oh my.
She turned into a giant eagle and decided that she wanted to ride it one day as a dare. So then dropped out of being an eagle and dropped right onto it and rode it around for a while. Scared the absolute shit out of the eagle, quite literally, actually.
Oh, gross.
It
Okay.
did not know. Well, when you're used to being the thing that's flying the highest and something jumps on you, you're not really sure what to make of it. We used
Maddie,
to.
how do you think about that one?
I don't know.
You could try doing that too, you know.
No.
You want to ride a giant eagle?
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. We've seen some of its chicks ever since. It had a nest a bit north of here, a bit north and west. Luckily, it was out of the way of where the fire was. I hope they're still coming back. Honestly, they would keep coming back there and lay eggs every few years. Giant eagles don't come back every year. It's every couple of years. They go a bit longer between having they're putting their eggs down, but no, we would see them. The one was still kind of mad at Earth for scaring it like that, but I mean, it's understandable. Sorry, I've got a lot of good memories here.
I can tell. It's good that you have a lot of good memories still.
I do. You know, you were talking about settling down somewhere, and you know, I come here and I think I'd like to settle down in the mansion maybe a little bit. At least that way I'm close to you all. But I don't know. Part of me wants to come back here. Part of me wants to, I don't know, at least keep this place up. There's so many things that have been lost, and there are so many, whether it be gods or villages or, you know, there's plenty of lost things around here. You know, and then we saw that flying city, and it's just a whole group of people that, you know, people that had memories, and they were happy there. I'm sure there were. But then all of a sudden they were just gone. You know, the people might have been gone, but you know, some of their memories were still there, and I feel bad for those people, you know, especially the people who left and were able to get out. You know, I know what it's like having a place and you can't go back there, and all of these memories are all that's keeping that place alive. And I don't want that. I don't want that for any of my people. I don't want that for anything. You know, I know not many people knew about us, but I'd hate for the good to get lost.
Well, there's nothing that is stopping you from having a home in Odela and coming back here to preserve what's left and preserve the good memories.
True.
You do have time to figure it out.
Maybe if I found my dad in the Feywild, I can have him give me that spell where I can walk through trees. I can use the tree in the greenhouse, and then I can... There's one really big tree, It's not that far off of here. It's the one my mum used to walk through. I walked through it a couple of times myself. It was pretty cool. Maybe I could use those.
That would be a perfect solution.
Do you think I could do that? My mum used to do that. That's some pretty powerful stuff. You got to go quickly though, because otherwise you get stuck in the tree, and that's not good.
God.
It's really quick. You have only a couple moments before the whole thing just closes and you're just stuck.
You have exactly 6 seconds, weirdly enough.
It's something like that. My mum always said you have to go immediately. You have to be ready to like run through, because otherwise it shuts. It's not one of those where it kicks you out the other side. It just shuts both ends.
Ugh.
But it gets you there. It gets you there really, really close.
It's led to those terrifying stories of lumberjacks cutting down trees and finding bodies still inside of them.
You know, I've heard those. I never believed them. I've also never cut down a lot of trees and just find the wood sitting there. Strange voice from the ether. But
how many more parallels to Minecraft can we make?
Even more. Even more. Right. Well, I'll let you two get sleep unless there's... Obviously, I don't talk a lot about myself. If you do have any questions, I can always answer them. Realize I don't talk a lot about myself or my past.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever gotten out of you.
I know. I normally talk about everyone else and ask other people questions, but that's normally what I do.
Sorry, Jill. Oh god. I'm not the kind of person to pry. You tell me things and I'll listen, but...
There was a candle maker shop, by the way. I don't know how much of their stock is left. I'd assume a lot, but...
Well, I can check it out when I do my watch.
It's about 2 rows north of this area here.
Got it.
It
I
actually
plan on patrolling a little bit.
Next to the door, there's a candle that's actually carved in the tree. It's easy to figure out. The flame used to light up. I don't know if that spell still works or not. I'm sure it's probably worn off after all this time. Because 60 years is a long time, but
yeah,
it used to light up at night.
The tree would be growing all that time.
It would, and they did, but not really fast. Trees take their own time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're gonna patrol the village, all of them, if you follow the bigger paths between the trees, they all circle around through the middle at some point. So if you walk around in a circle, then if you always turn one direction, you'll eventually get back to the middle. If you go more than about an hour, then something magically happened. And then at that point you should just stop and go into one of the buildings.
Okay.
It happened once or twice. It wasn't a very common thing, but that's always what we were told as a kid.
Okay, I wasn't planning on going that far, but...
No, and that's fine. I'm just saying that's the usual thing. Also, don't go into the fog. Just don't.
I wasn't planning on it.
I'm just trying to help.
I'm not going far, just making sure nothing sneaks up on the mansion.
Aye, that's fair. Well, I mean, the mansion's in this place, and there's only one door in and out.
Yes, but you can't see out of it. So ambushes.
I gotcha. It makes sense.
I'm glad you're getting to see your home again, even if it's like this.
It is nice. There's a lot of work to do here, though.
Well, you got a long lifespan ahead of you.
I do. My mom said it'd be a long time before I saw her, so... assuming nothing terrible happens, that it'll be a very long time. So... but we got the fire there. If one of you wants to take the first watch, I'll take one in the middle or at the end. We don't really need to take a watch so much, but, you know, it's there.
Yeah.
Did you want to take a watch too, Maddie? Or...
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take the last one then. I'd like to see the sunrise.
I'll take the middle. When it's darkest.
Alright.
So, anything else you guys want to do over the watch?
For the first watch?
Yeah.
I know the bonfire is there. I think secretly Maddie's gonna use control flames to make weird shapes of sheeps for some reason.
Okay. Maddie uses the create bonfire cantrip to start making shapes of sheep inside of the fires. Yeah, you can do that, no problem.
We've got fire spiders and fire sheep.
No.
Yes.
Anything else that you want to do over your watch?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
By the way, for
Dave?
reference, the actual bonfire that's in the middle of this massive clearing, which is probably about 60 to 70 feet across between these massive trees that are big enough to hold shops and buildings like in them, like multiple stories that are carved through some of these trees, is approximately 7 foot tall and about 10 feet across. So it is a massive, you can tell like there's a bigger ring even over time that's worn that has some stones around it, and this is just kind of taking up the center area of it.
All right. Dea, anything you're gonna do during your watch?
She is gonna stop by the old candles shop.
Okay, you make your way inside of the candle shop to see if there's anything inside of there. The sign does not light up. Unfortunately, not anymore.
Yeah.
And you'd note a majority of the candles here appear to have like holes burrowed into them, like critters have eaten through them or done something. Yeah. You would see that there are what appear to be waxworms that are climbing in and out some of the candles. I actually looked this up. They will do that to make their own little nests and stuff.
Yeah, no good for Toby though.
Yeah, no.
How did you
So unfortunately, no candles too. Yeah.
Toby eats wax. That's it. Can't eat worms.
Don't be absurd.
Don't be.
My dragon doesn't eat worms. No, he eats candles. God.
Strict diet.
Yeah. Gail,
I don't know how he
anything you
gets
do
the
during your watch?
nutrients
Don't worry about it. Anything you do during your watch, Gail?
Gale specifically waits for the sunrise and watches the sunrise.
That's fair. Would you guys like to take a quick little break now, or would you like to keep on going for a bit more?
I say we go for a bit more since it is only like 5:30.
I'm good with going for a bit more if everyone else is.
Okay.
Sure.
So in that case, the morning comes. No real worries of being impeded during the night. So you're good to go. Let me just update that.
Forgive me. Working my way
Mhm.
because there's bad. So I will cast. Should I cast okay, so I'll cast 3 times the aura 3 times. There's 7 of us, right? I'll do it 3 times using my spell level. And then I'll do 4 times using spells. So I'll use a 3rd level for it.
Okay.
And then let me work that. And then I will do 3 times using rituals, so it'll take me an hour. And when we're getting ready to go, please tell me, because I have something I can use for all of us. That will help us a little bit. Because I do, in fact, have seeming.
Okay, so you'll be casting Magic Aura on everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Seeming on everybody?
Yeah, but that will be right before we walk inside.
Gotcha. Okay, so out of curiosity, what exactly are you going to try and make them all have the alignment of? There's something I need to note.
I know. I'm trying to decide neutral evil or lawful evil.
One of those 2 planes is lawful evil, isn't it?
The other one's neutral evil, is why I'm going between the 2.
I'm here being the wild card. I said chaotic evil.
We would take out.
Lawful evil might do better for us.
We can still be kind of goody two shoes somewhat because we can say we have a code.
If we have to barter with someone, it would benefit us to be lawful evil because there's still that, like, inherent, we're gonna follow our word or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe find a loophole, but
go buck
lawful
wild.
evil it is.
We already go buck wild.
I mean, that is also the one that the devils are.
Oh, I was just going between the 2 that the 2, basically 2 neutral or lawful.
What type is the Demidan?
The Demidand is between neutral evil and chaotic evil.
Interesting.
So one of those 2, basically.
Also, before we actually go down to the portal, since we don't know how stable the ground is around it, nor what's on the other side, I will cast Water Walk. Because...
Okay, just in
lava.
case.
There could be a pit on the other side with lava, because many demons or fiends can fly. Taking a whole lot of fire damage is much better than being submerged entirely in lava.
And dying, yes, absolutely.
Reminds me, a bad nether portal spawn. We all know what it's like. We've all been there.
Okay, I get it. Nether portal analogies, I understand. Cody, you were the only one that had borrowed the book.
Yes.
Would you like to roll an investigation check to try and find information?
Sure. Average.
Average. Gehenna has very few mentions in the book itself because it turns out there are very few fiends that are actually from Gehenna. There is only one type of fiend that is native to Gehenna. Seriously, this is base game, and that is called a Barghest. Barghest. It is a vaguely goblinoid creature that can shapeshift into a vaguely wolf-like creature. It is the only thing that is native to Gehenna, and they are very much intelligent and just as bad as every other fiend that is there.
Yep. I'm gonna summon one.
And it's
not a dog.
It originates in Northern English folklore.
Yes. But that's it. Gehenna itself has very few mentions. There aren't even any environmental mentions of Gehenna. Simply, Barghest are mentioned up and like, oh yeah, they come from this interstice, and that's about it.
That could mean one of two things. Either it truly is just an in-between place and there's really nothing permanent or of note there. Or nobody really goes there who is from the material plane. Or at least doesn't go there and survives and makes it out of there.
I don't like that.
Either or.
Why do we always do the dumb things?
I don't know. So, what would you guys all like to do?
Little fun?
Retire by the ocean side.
Alright, Daya.
Sorry, I
That's-
did
That's my
channel
plan.
Game
a
over.
little bit.
I'm gonna retire.
That's copyrighted. You can't take that.
Original idea. Do not steal.
Do not
I
steal.
suppose
Original.
we should go while the spells last.
Yeah.
Basically, quick breakfast
Let's all go to hell.
after she casts. Quick breakfast.
Did
and
we
then-
tell Rose we're leaving?
I was gonna do that on the way out.
Alright, just checking.
Maybe Roses wants to come to hell with us.
Doubt
No.
that somehow.
Good.
Should we start with the line of, you could help save the world?
I
Right.
mean, we use it on everyone else.
That's
We
how
do.
we do it.
I don't think we're saving the world by going to hell. Though we're saving very
We're not.
specific.
We don't know
People.
him well enough yet.
It's all part of the process.
True. Alright,
You haven't gained enough affinity points with roses.
true. We've not
Need
done his
his
loyalty
loyalty
mission
mission.
yet, so...
What's his favorite gift? We can probably find something on
He likes the silver bracelet. That one I picked up, and I didn't comment on last stream. You guys begin to head out. Roses is up. He seems like he's kind of trying to make himself somewhat productive, and it looks like right now he's focusing heavily on remaking some of his articles of clothing that have seen better days, and attempting to groom himself to the best of his ability without scissors or a razor. So,
Are there not
He's attempting to
scissors
make do.
somewhere in this village?
I will point out to you, in fairness, you left this village 70 years ago? No, like,
60 odd years.
Yeah, like 60
Almost
odd years
actually
ago?
getting close to 70.
yeah, anything metal is so fucking rusted, dude.
Well,
It's virtually unusable.
can Haru, Gail's gonna go to, probably just gonna get a pair of shears from somewhere. Gonna bring them over to Haru. Haru, can you help with this?
I suppose.
What would you like to do, Haru? Gonna burn a 6th level spell on that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, wouldn't mending?
Yeah, I was about to say mending would work on that.
It'll help. It'll help a bit. It won't be perfect though.
You'll take
I
the-
actually think prestidigitation might be a bit better. Because it's
Really?
rust is soils on it.
Well, you're technically right. It's fair.
Because it's not the actual material, but something on the material. Which
Technically, yeah.
I don't have, but I thought someone else did.
I know someone definitely does.
Yeah.
Can
Burst.
I knew it is.
The person who uses it all the time because she hates being covered in blood, Daya.
can you help Mercy? I don't want him. He needs some help.
I didn't know I could do this, but sure. And she'll tap it.
Yeah. So Cody's actually completely right. Rust is technically iron oxidized. So what happens is the iron that is rusted on it just kind of like comes off in sheets. So you wind up with a very heavily pitted, very clean-looking shears. It'll definitely need to be sharpened, but that'll work. That is a very creative way of using it, in fairness, because you're technically correct.
All right. Thank you, both of you. Look, Rose's hair, please. You're gonna have to sharpen them, but one of the smith shops will have a way.
I'll point out, you come over to him as he's like grabbing hold of his beard and has one of his small hatchets and is like trying to use that.
Wait. I can temporarily make magical effects at some point, can't I? Like non-magic items? Or is that way higher up on prestidigitation?
I think that's significantly higher up. It's like 17.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Right. Just sharpen these up and use these, please.
All right, that's fair, I guess.
Look,
I
your
do
hair.
appreciate it.
No problem. You're here in my home. That's part of it. I'm here to make sure you're taking care of all your hair.
Well, that's very kind of you. I'll keep that in mind, and not sure where you guys are heading off to, but I'll make myself somewhat productive, I suppose.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can I do something?
Yeah, sure. What?
Can I cast Identify and touch his amulet?
You might want to ask if you can touch it
Can
first.
I'll ask him. I'll be like,
Doesn't it take a minute?
No, don't ask.
No,
Just go straight
identify
in with
doesn't-
your hand like this.
Just
Identify
showing.
I'm using a spell slot for this.
Yeah, if you cast
So-
it normally, you're fine.
Yeah. I'm using a spell slot for this. It's the first level, so whatever.
No. Casting time is 1 minute.
For
Yeah,
Identify?
I thought you had to hold on to
Yeah.
it for a minute,
Yeah.
even with a spell slot.
Casting time is a single
The
minute.
ritual was
I
like
always
10
thought it
minutes.
was. I thought it was.
It's not instant.
It also costs a pearl worth
No,
100
it's.
gold.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
it
looking right at it.
requires.
I've had the
It-
diamond forever.
Yeah.
Like the
Pearl.
the pearl I've had forever, ever since the first session.
Mhm.
Or I bought it. Like I bought it pretty quickly. I've had that forever. She's still gonna cast it. I just can I just for like a minute? I just want to see what that amulet is, just out of curiosity.
Roll a persuasion check.
It will help you figure. I don't know if you want to figure things out. Okay, I will do that.
Roll that
I'm gonna use-
persuasion, Rudy.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Michelle's not good at these. Okay, no, I rolled a 9.
No, I'd rather not.
Okay.
You're not curious at all.
I was
Not
just,
particularly.
okay, it was, maybe it could help you out. That's fair. Sorry. Okay, well, thank you anyway. She's gonna...
I do not know when we will be back, but I don't expect it to be too long.
I get to keep that spell slot, though.
But I will continue trying to see if I can help you regain your memories should you desire. Though I do have one more question along that line that might help.
What would that be?
Can you describe what symbol or symbols you see, if any, on this? As he holds up the bracelet, the chain farewell faith.
It's already making itself useful.
It's another way to identify someone's region or...
Thank you, random loot table rules.
It's awesome. It's an awesome little table too. Isn't
It
it?
is.
Really is just fucking cool.
And I'm just
yeah.
very creative in the application of stuff.
Yeah. That was part of why I was like, I need to find the most randomly useful shit on here. And just go here.
just go take it.
Do something with this. Including walking socks.
Yeah, I see 2 symbols on it. Got one that's looking pretty marked up there. Something like a sword buried in a rock or something like that. Then something that looks like an arm with a chain breaking off of it. A flexing arm with a chain.
Can I roll to see if I know what those are?
Religion.
I'll consult Mercy, who has
One-
read all the books.
19 total.
I was about to say I do have all of those books.
Yeah.
Mercy, go. Now is your time.
Now is your
I
time.
don't have a high religion. It's not
You
a good call.
don't, but
She also rolled a 19, so we'll see if Rudy knows.
yeah, they're one of them is a notable god that is very much followed by many mercenaries and soldiers. That would be Gorum.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I
I
can
have the
find-
book. I haven't read it.
You
Okay.
definitely do have the book. You have not read it. Let me double check the title he has.
It takes 10 days to read, just for reference.
Huddle down.
Well,
10 days.
8 days to read the academic, 2 days to read the Bible. But I can also speed read.
Get your gloves.
I got my gloves.
Where did I put it? I have so many notebooks, y'all.
You
Mood.
did that to yourself.
Hey, look, I don't make the rules. This is what DMs have to do.
No, I keep all my notes online.
Technically, you do make the rules here.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I have a stack of notebooks for all my random 1,000 short stories and poems and things.
See,
Can't you just keep
I don't
digital
make
documents?
the rules. It's what all DMs do. We all just have notebook after notebook after notebook after notebook.
I started many of these journals like when I was in elementary school, before I had like a personal computer I could carry around everywhere.
Not that one. I have a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Gorham, the Lord of Blood and Rust.
Makes sense.
And the
That's
other
the one
one,
that's scratched out, right?
that's the one that looks pretty badly marked up.
The
Yeah.
sword through the rock.
Yep. Which he described it as a rock. It is technically a sword through a mountain. And the other one is actually another deity that is based around strength. It is Kurgess, Kurgess. He's the god of competition and strength.
Okay.
I don't have that one, homies. He must not be a major god.
He's not a major god. I'll admit that freely. He is not a major deity.
Gorham is.
Gorham absolutely is.
Interesting.
So both very heavily leaning into mercenary.
Kana.
Yes.
On his clothes, does he have any sort of insignia?
No.
Okay,
Not at all.
just checking.
He's wearing a very plain looking leather duster, which, I mean, fortunately, Haru did cast. Did you cast mending
Yes,
on it?
several times to get whatever tears.
Yeah, so he cast mending on it to mend the tears. So it looks manufactured, like someone created it. And it definitely does not look to be by the hand of Roses, who is a bit more roughshod and utilitarian in his stitching. But it does not show any logo or emblem on it. Good question, though.
It's just if he did, I have a feat for that.
I mean, you're right, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, it seems that they're predominantly deities that would be followed by mercenary, or at least their domains. But I'll have to look more into them.
I can give you a Quran book.
Maybe not when we go to hell.
What do you think? Do you think hell's gonna be so bad we can't pull out a book about a god?
Yes.
What are they gonna do?
Kill us?
Yes.
No, probably take our souls.
I think is that worse or the same thing?
It's worse.
It's
actually.
worse. You can block out pain from your physical body, but not so much your soul. It all
Yikes.
feels very real and can't be.
Gail, have you lost
Changed.
your soul before?
No, but I've been ethereal a couple times now that I can actually remember. Also, my mum used to dreamwalk. Druid things.
Fair enough.
Druids are kind of powerful, aren't they?
That giant crater that you saw, her and Aerith made that fast. Literally in a split second. It stopped a volcanic eruption from hitting the village down the way. My mum had 2 walking trees that walked around with her wherever she went. I actually don't know where they went, though.
Maybe they went to the Feywild.
Maybe they did. They were really good at talking. Also, they were able to take other trees and use them as weapons. I saw one of them step on a bear once. I never saw the bear again.
Is that
Oh.
like? Is that like you? That's like you swinging a person around like a club.
Kind of.
I mean,
They could talk to other trees really well. I actually saw them ask a few trees to get out of the way, and the trees moved.
I don't understand. Druids are really powerful. Why don't we have a druid on our side? Can we get a druid?
Where do you get a druid? Where do you find one?
I've known a few.
I mean, we are retrieving bodies. of
Maybe
druids.
we can bring one back.
Let's
Successful.
Look, if we're gonna bring Aerith back, we need to ask her if she wants to come back.
wait.
Oh,
I
absolutely,
just
yes.
realized something.
What?
If they take souls there, oh well, no, because Aerith is fine. We know about that, right?
We know both Aerith and my mum are in the
Okay.
same place,
I
and
just
it's
had a
not
thought.
there.
Okay. I just.
So
had a
I think
thought
they
in my-
died out. They died out here, and then their bodies were taken.
I
So it's like-
Okay.
there are footprints down by where they were when they
Sorry.
opened up. No, that's
Sorry,
a
I
good
just-
question. But I did ask my mum, and I remember the first time we talked to her.
Yeah, I remember.
She's
now.
We saw
safe.
Aaron.
Her and Aerith are safe and happy where they're at.
Okay. All right. Okay. We
Mercy's
should-
gonna lean down to go quietly and say, "Their bodies are probably trophies, aren't they?"
Most likely.
I think we should get going. If anyone else has anything else they need to do.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's go then.
How?
You all begin making your way back up to the mountain near Gale's village. You make your way to the very top of it, and then descend further and further downward into the carved pit that leads to the triangular portal. Looking your way inside of that portal, you see that you don't see much of anything right now, but you see where the area stops, where like you should be able to see through it into the other passage, and it just kind of ends.
As in magical darkness, or as in like path is just solid rock?
Like basically it just. I heard a kitty.
We're muted.
That wasn't
I don't
us.
think it was a kitty. I think it was like a person or a door or something.
That person makes weird noises.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like it's more like you're looking at like a colored colored sheet of a sort is the best way of describing it. Like you see where like this is like where the portal starts clearly, but it just like it doesn't look like anything and you don't see through it. But you don't see anything
Like a
through
veil.
the portal either. Like you don't see you don't see hell.
It's a veil.
You can put it like that, yeah.
All right. I think it's time.
Right.
How devilish does everyone want to look? Or demonish?
You know what
Rudy.
a devil looks like?
That was my question.
Or, well, I guess I could make everyone look like tieflings.
God, it's gonna be
Um,
hard to make me.
I'm a really big tiefling.
That's fine.
I'm
Maybe
a very
Right.
small tiefling.
You might have a bigger parentage.
Eh,
Is that how that works?
I don't think so, but we're gonna go with it.
All right.
so
Is
it's
there-
okay. We're also gonna have a foxman tiefling. It's fine.
Right.
That's actually probably less weird.
Wait, no. The Foxman can change his look.
Like,
The foxman changes look.
Wait, he doesn't need this.
yes,
Wait, Road doesn't need this.
I don't
You
need.
don't know that.
I don't need
Well-
seeming. I do need the.
You already have
Magic aura.
the other thing on.
Oh, you already have the
This is
aura.
just the seeming.
Yeah, this is seem. Everyone else has the other thing. Yeah.
can you make me look like a Dimmadon? Because he was about my size, wouldn't he?
I think that would not be a good idea because you would
I
get
think
killed on sight.
I think that would be
Oh.
hysterical.
In a personal manner, I think that would be very fun.
That-
It would be very funny, but also you would get killed on sight. So no.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not...
true. I did say that.
Right. I've been very distracted. There's a lot going on.
It's okay. Rudy has the one brain cell.
That's fine.
Rudy's turn for the brain cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, today.
Mom said it's my turn for the with the brain cell.
Actually, I don't even need to really change my body shape because there are corrupt kitsune.
Yeah, there are.
So it's just a kind of a change of color palette, basically.
I mean, I'll give it to Haru because he did roll a natural 20. There is something called an Arcanoloth. It looks like a fox person.
It does. Yeah, I've seen those before. But yeah, yes, Mercy.
Oh no.
Power move to have my eye on display while we're down there.
No, don't do it. I would not do that. That would be a bad idea.
I do it.
No, that's a bad idea.
I think it would be very good. Maybe not for you, like physically, but for me mentally.
I think that's another one you get killed on sight. So I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, it's just the fifth horseman.
Oh no, yeah, no, totally.
Ew.
You know,
I'm just gonna give everyone horns. I'm gonna make everyone look like tiefling versions of themselves. So like, their skin's gonna turn various colors, and they're all gonna have horns, different kinds of horns, whatever horns they want. They can tell me whatever horns they want to have.
Right. Can I have a specific request?
Yes.
I want all of my fur to be like the color of midnight with no stars.
Okay.
My eyes need to be red,
Okay.
and my hair needs to be red.
Okay. I'll do that.
Right. You can actually probably leave my horns alone.
Yeah. Okay.
Connor,
Yeah, your antlers look enough like horns.
No.
you know what's even better about the Carniloths? They
Yeah, what's up, man?
are scribes in Gehenna.
Yeah, I know.
They are the record keepers
Yeah, I know.
of Gehenna.
I know.
If anyone else has requests, please let me know before I do this.
Maddie is going to look like the strangest fiend.
What? How so? What is that?
What do you mean, how so? You're just like a baker!
I could have ram horns, maybe.
Okay. Oh, horns that go. Can I
You can
propose
match
horns that go
Mercy's.
like around your buns?
I was thinking of like a sheep, like ram horn, but okay,
Well,
yeah.
that would be kind of like
I-
ram
I was
horns. It would just be like a bigger.
Mountain goat.
Jill taking notes for the record.
No,
Yeah.
Jill is.
Already drawing it.
I did sketch. I sketched out Dea as a tiefling. I didn't color it in, but I did. I gave her
Yeah,
horns
okay.
that kind of like had like a wave shape.
Yeah, that's fine for Ro. Okay. Everyone, what
Just so
everyone
that Jill
asks.
knows.
No, like, if you guys want to write that, like, I see, me and Mercy don't get drawings because we're already tieflings, but it's okay.
Actually, I do.
I
have one
already
spell
know-
request.
I'll just say, if anybody has a description ready to go, tell me right now. Otherwise, don't worry about it. I'm assuming you're something fiendish.
Yeah.
No, this is something I need to make note of out loud because you're a bastard. I need to hide all of the fucking Desna bullshit on me. I'm walking around as a walking testimony to a god.
Advertisement for
Rudy also is going to hide the big ol' stuff on her. The back of her jacket is actually a Amaznan symbol. We don't talk about that a lot, but that is actually there.
it is there.
That is no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
And any sort of Amaznan iconography on her is put away.
His iconography's already covered.
Yep.
God, Chase.
Yes, Chase?
Are there any dead animals nearby?
Oh my god. I'm sure you could find one easily.
All right.
You want to put it in your horns, don't you?
We'll put little bits of meat in there, and I'm gonna take some of the blood and kind of smear it on different spots.
God.
I'm just supposed to look like something big and gross. That's all I'm supposed to look like.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, if no other suggestions for anybody else? Jill? I mean, you already drew one.
I
You're pretty
sent
good to
my
go.
I sent my sketch for Dea, but as I said, there's no color.
Iconoclasts are also shape changers, and they wear fine robes. Everything about the disguise is
You're
perfect.
basically walking in already
You're-
looking like an
You're
Arcanoloth.
primed and ready to enter Haru's corruption arc.
And they know all languages, which I can do with tongues, and they have True Sight, which I can't do, but I do have Life Sense, so I'm gonna see everything down there within a short range.
Jace.
I'm wearing my helmet.
Okay, you wear your elk head helmet. So you all, I'm assuming, are going to go through after Haru casts Water Walk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You all step through the portal, and as you do so, you are all immediately greeted by the blast furnace heat that one would immediately associate with the lower planes. And then you are all greeted with a sudden change in gravity as you feel everything tilt at a 45-degree angle. You have to struggle faintly to keep your footing here as you see now that you stand upon a slope at a 45-degree angle all the way up, all the way down. Around you, the ground is cracked and emits steam in some locations, lava in others, but a dim light comes from the ground itself all around you. You look like you're almost in some kind of a, not a pedestal, but a location where folks have managed to make do with what they had. A spot for the portal to be sitting, and it rests upon this slope that makes up most of this plain. But you would also note there's something off in the distance, not terribly far away. You hear as walking along the side of the plain is what you can best describe as a city with what looks like dozens of feet that are walking along and keeping it afoot and crawling along the actual slope of Gehenna itself. Yes, a dais would be right. But you see in the distance this crawling city, the only true landmark visible in this area. Welcome to the Gehenna, everybody.
Such a lovely place.
Such a lovely face.
I was gonna say. So.
I assume I just hear the city and don't see it.
I'm assuming that's the marketplace
Well,
that's walking by.
we're not gonna catch up if we don't get going.
Alright, here we go.
Is this where we want to take the break?
I feel like now would be a good idea to take a break,
Yeah.
yes.
Bye. In that case, we will be right back. And we are back.
So, you all have found yourself in the interstitial plane of Gehenna. So, what would you guys like to do?
I think we're starting to walk towards the city with feet.
Yes.
You guys begin walking across the landscape towards the city with feet. I would like Constitution saving throws from everybody, please.
Everyone's within 4 feet of me 10 feet of me, so
If everyone's within 4 feet of you, we are very huddled.
so they get a +4. Pick it out.
Math, because
I'm going to very quickly rack up
I was
exhaustion
just moving
points.
the
I
cord.
can feel it.
Well, that's a 27 for me.
That's a 32 for me.
Buddy.
That's hilarious for me.
You do have Indomitable, remember that, Ro.
I'm using luck.
What is Indomitable?
You get to reroll a save.
Re-
Do that one.
Remember-
I'm also using lucky because
Let me
Say
see.
this, my first roll, I did roll a 3.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, that's
So-
okay. I rolled a 1.
That's much better.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, so like 3 people are gonna just instantly faint from the heat.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I don't want to have to use it, but if people start getting, let's say, 3 levels of exhaustion or further, I will start using Greater Restoration.
Okay.
If it is heat related, I have that cloak.
That does help.
Oh wait, it's heat
the-
related.
It is absolutely heat related.
I had advantage on it already then, didn't I?
You have resistance to fire damage. You do not have advantage on the heat-based effects.
That's dumb.
You will have resistance to the damage, but it does not change the exhaustion.
I ended up rolling
Okay.
a 21 total at the end.
My total is a 16.
So
My
Sean,
total
I'm a-
doesn't matter.
No, 20.
Yeah, you rolled a
I
1.
rolled
I rolled a
I'm
one.
sorry,
Plus 4.
dude.
Yeah, it
Plus
doesn't
4.
matter. It's funny.
Plus 4.
Everyone gets
So-
a plus plus.
Jace, you rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, dude.
Dea, you got a 7
I'm
total
rolling
with
fine.
the modifier. Maddie, you rolled a 21 total. Erudite, you rolled a
32.
30. 30
Wow.
fucking 2.
I rolled a 19.
19 plus 9 because you have
Nine.
Resilient. Plus
Yep.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 32.
Wow.
Yikes.
Can Rudy give some of hers to one of the other people?
Share!
No.
Rudy's right at home. She's like, I've been here my whole life.
Mercy?
21 total.
Okay. Ro?
20 total.
Okay.
I stepped in
Haru?
one of the cracks.
That is a 27 total.
27 total. Okay.
Gale and
So,
Dea are fire buddies.
Yeah.
Dea and Gale
Yeah.
absolutely failed. Everybody else is automatically going to take half.
I don't like the sound of that.
Take half of that, so
Mm-hmm.
cool.
What's the damage?
I'm counting. Everybody who failed takes 39 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
So 19 or 20 for the tieflings.
19.
It would be 19 for anyone with resistance.
Connor.
Connor,
do you know
what?
do you know my health total?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
During
wait,
hell.
Wait,
Wait.
question. Wait. If you failed, you get the
If you
39.
failed, you took 39 points of damage and you're taking a point of exhaustion.
If you passed, you still take the 39 points?
You will take half.
So I take half of the half.
Yes, because you
Mhm,
have
so
resistance.
Oh,
So I
so
took
if you-
9. Okay.
So if you pass, you still
You take 19.
If you pass, you're taking 19.
Okay.
Guess what, guys? Dea looks terrible right now.
Oh my god!
So Gale and Dea, as
Mhm.
you guys are making your way across these plains, you guys both feel the ground beneath you go, and it starts to crumble, and the heat beneath you is blisteringly hot, and you feel your end to kind of crackle and peel slightly. You both managed to have yourselves back up, especially with the rest of your team present, but you're feeling pretty exhausted and not that great now.
Good thing I have this cloak.
I'll heal people if it becomes an emergency. But
You all continue your way closer and closer to the actual crawling city. You would see that the legs themselves appear to be a good 50 to 100 feet tall. You don't immediately note a way to climb up, save for the legs themselves. So you're at the feet. You're at the feet of the city, but you're not too sure what else to do now.
there's teleportation.
Do we have the ability to fly as a group? Anyone?
We have polymorph.
I don't have fly prepared today, so.
How high up is it?
About 100 feet.
Cool. I can get halfway there.
There
Yeah,
doesn't seem
yeah,
to be
about
a
that.
ladder. There doesn't seem to be a ladder or anything.
No, there are legs.
Because they can.
I think most of the things here can fly
They either fly or climb the legs.
or climb the legs.
We're gonna climb the
All right, let's climb.
Can I
can we-
cling to Gale's back, please?
No,
Like a koala.
can we put ropes around each other so that way Gale and me can catch one of you if you fall?
Don't even make me climb at all.
Wait,
okay?
it's 100 feet?
Yep.
Who am I taking with me?
I will point out we
Yeah.
still have the portable hole. People can get in the portable hole.
That's true,
So
we can
there's
climb
only
everyone
two.
get
Get
to
to
the
the portable
dimension
hole.
door.
I can dimension door us all up there.
Yes.
Please take me.
Hop in.
All right.
Get in the hole. Hold your breath.
Haru will be the other creature that stays out because Dimension Door is an Arcana Loft spell. So he can pretend he's the one casting it.
You should bear in mind. Well, you rolled a natural 20. Be careful about knowing things that you may not know in character.
Yeah.
But that is fair because you did roll a natural 20.
I mean, he knows that they are arcane tricksters, basically, as in the literal sense, not the rogue subclass.
Yes.
But
So,
yeah.
so everybody else gets into the portable hole, and then Rudy and Haru are going to dimension door up onto the city proper.
Yep.
Okay.
Rock and
You teleport your way back up onto the top of the actual city itself, and immediately. Well, I'm assuming you're going to let your friends out.
Yeah.
Okay. What is immediately evident? That's it. They're there forever. What is immediately evident to the two people who are out there right now, Haru and Erudite, is that the ground itself is some kind of like a brick cobblestone pattern, but on top of the brick is some kind of a pinkish red, tacky, translucent material. As you step on it, your feet slightly, but it covers most of the ground, and you watch that like it kind of slowly running down to the lower edge of the city, and not all of it falls off because occasionally the city rotates in place and then starts moving in a different direction, but you see that there are spots where it just drips off of the city into the floor below, and then all of you step out of the portable hole and find yourself standing in this sticky iron-like material, but with this faint chlorinous odor to it.
I guess this is so that people do not fall off.
Ro, do you want up on my shoulders?
I want to be anywhere that isn't on the ground.
Mercy's gonna carry Ro on her shoulders.
Haru, it is not sticky enough to keep you from falling. At all.
Is this to make sure that people can't be invisible and sneak in around?
So I think it's also partly because this thing is moving and it makes it harder to fall off of him.
No. I think they just want to torture us.
I think it's just like this because this is hell and it sucks and it's bad.
I think it's also that, probably.
And it's sticky and it's gross and it's horrible.
No, you're not touching it anymore.
I can see it with my eyes.
As you are up on Mercy, kind of like looking down, you watch as the ooze on the floor just kind of goes, and you see that there's this movement to it that makes you think, is it alive? And then maybe not. You're not sure, but it moves a little
Is
bit.
the city
You
a
don't like
creature,
it.
and this is like its secretions?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Either that or it's toxic waste.
I
So
hate this.
we're all about to be Ninja Turtles.
What's a ninja?
Come on, man!
That's a popular Fearbolt
Come on!
tale,
It
you know,
is.
that they tell the
The
children.
ooze was green, damn it, not pink red.
Well, in this story, there were a bunch of turtles, and they were all teenagers.
Fucking hate
And
you.
then they were trained by a rogue rat folk, and I've actually
this
designed.
You're
one
such a
shot.
bastard, Jace.
I
You're
actually
such a
have-
bastard.
I actually have all of them as NPCs in a previous game that I ran.
Great.
Anyway, I did that. Anyway,
Didn't we do this one shot?
I think you did. So,
Even-
Yes, we did.
yeah, we did.
yes. Even if we are disguised, some creatures here do have true sight, so try to stay relatively out of sight.
All right.
I'm still tiefling.
Rose standing on Mercy's shoulder like a cat who got dropped in the ocean.
Well, you're not touching it anymore. Relax.
Okay, how are we supposed to find...
that's Jolly. That's. I'm not sure that's Jolly or Maddie in character, but either way.
Careful!
It's
Maddie,
just,
why don't
it's just gay panic. That's the whole thing.
Maddie? You might want to stay with one of the tieflings since we look like this all the time. That-
You hear,
Whee!
you guys hear above you.
I hate this.
I
Oh,
hate it here. I hate it here.
And you watch it above you. This small group of imps fly in and kind of like land on a nearby rooftop and kind of like hobble slightly. One of them punches the other one in the face. They keep hobbling along.
We okay.
Here.
We need to find. How do we find?
Maybe because locate objects.
I
on a
have
court?
locate.
They're
have
people,
locate-
not objects.
I have locate creature.
Right.
First off, Mercy and Joe.
I just want to say, Ro is looking at her options here. Okay, the
Yeah.
ground is sticky and bad, and the
Yep.
sky is filled with chuckling chuckle fucks who like to hit. Very quietly from Mercy's shoulder, Ro's gonna try to do alter state, maybe on the like to make it solid and not squishy a little bit. I don't know if that would work or anything.
Okay, you're going to try and do alter state on the ground.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
What materials have you selected today?
you had otherworldly last time.
Because I had Otherworldly when we were in Elysia, but I never switched it out, I don't think.
You had otherworldly. You had human because you did the surgery on Gale with Haru.
I did.
You had water, and I think, or did you have metal and water?
I don't know.
I know you had metal at one point because you tried
I mean,
it on
if
the
you
mecha thing.
if you have otherworldly and
I
you're
do have
100% sure,
otherworldly.
okay, you can do it.
Yeah.
Because I never used
We
magic
had that in Elysium, and it never got changed.
because I never needed to change it.
Oopsies. So you use alter state to make it solid, I'm assuming?
Yeah, just a little spot to test it to see what would happen.
Okay, so you choose like a little spot that's out of the way and not near Mercy, and you kind of like, you focus on it and you make it solid, and you watch as this pink, red, like see-through goop just kind of hardens and then kind of stiffens, and almost like it's calcifying. It builds these kind of like odd, amorphous, like pinkish, like masses, almost like limestone. And then it just kind of goes. It stays there. It looks not great to stand on, but I mean, it's solid.
Ro will remain on Mercy's shoulder with an eye to the sky to make sure nothing's trying to swoop down and catch a little tasty snack.
Mercy's just gonna say, just keep my pen out.
Little tasty snack.
So Dea steps on the ground and goes, ew, and then floats.
Yeah. I'll be up here. Just a couple inches off the ground.
What were we talking about? My
Locate
brain.
creature.
Yes.
Versus
So I will
This
point out for
horrible
the sake
place.
of argument and also just simplicity, locate creature will definitely work a lot. Locate object would work for anything that they might have been carrying.
Just didn't know if the corpse counted as an object.
It doesn't, thank you very much.
Creature.
Sorry, I don't know
But
how
I
to
did
use this
They're
power.
quite literally my loved ones. Can we not?
I'm not.
That's rude.
Hold on.
Are we just objects today?
Yes, I
Look, if you
mean-
want to cast locate object, assuming that they didn't take everything off of them, my mum would have had a staff. She probably had the pendant that made her, which is just a piece of bark. But Aerith would have had, she would have had an amulet on her that I made, and Gale will take out one of his bone earrings. It was made off of the other piece of this.
I don't want to be a bummer, but I don't know that the bark will have lasted here.
Well,
Like I might have.
there's a
but
chance my mum did something to it. I don't know.
That's
but-
also true.
The bone is probably safe. if we want to do that instead of trying to just find their bodies specifically. But then again, I don't know what they've done to them. And I really don't want to think about that, so I'm not going to.
I'm getting tired of standing here. Can we just start walking?
Yeah. I mean, I can bring up forth locate out a creature if you want.
You could
help?
try.
You can give it a shot.
All right.
Yeah, she'll have it pinging up.
So you guys get moving.
You have to do that.
Oh, this is gross. As you keep walking through it, you realize you don't know what you're stepping in. You don't want to find out, to be honest. So, anywhere in particular you're looking to go? Somewhere quiet? Somewhere not? What's the plan?
Find out. Someone has those bodies. And we need to find out who.
Aye.
Where's the biggest building?
So, the biggest building... boy, that's actually a very interesting question in this area. So, the biggest building is less so the biggest building and more so the biggest building left standing. Many of these buildings here look ruined or cannibalized, like someone has taken wood and brick from them and just like ripped them out of it. So you can see spots where like a tower certainly was. It is not there anymore. So the biggest building's a bit tricky. There are a few that you could think you might be able to get some good height off of. But immediately noticeable to all of you is there is a fairly decent amount of noise coming from deeper into the actual city itself that's much louder, which means you can either avoid that location or go towards it. You could try to find a high spot, which would be always a good idea, but it would not be, the highest. Like, it wouldn't be like going into a clock tower. You'd be going up like 75 feet at most.
We probably want to avoid crowds.
Yes.
We don't want to increase the chance that someone sees through our disguises.
All right. So avoid crowds, but don't look like we're avoiding crowds.
Yeah, we don't want to look conspicuous in the fact that we're avoiding people.
All right.
Just look like we have a destination and we are going to it.
All right. I'm good at that part.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we asked the questions to your mother, we asked her if someone was in charge of the bodies, right?
Aye.
And she said it was an odd way of answering, which was to an extent, I believe, or.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, like, maybe that they're being made an example of?
Possibly. But I asked whoever has them isn't amenable.
Right.
So, right.
They wouldn't want to give up their
Right.
That's good.
Rudy, I was being so careful to avoid that word.
I'm sorry. But
I know.
it feels unavoidable. It feels like they're probably being, this is what we can do, and I don't like it either. Granted, I don't like that they're treating Gail's family this way, but is it? My thought is maybe they are a display, and they wouldn't want to give up their display, and we might have to fight our way out of hell.
Do you think they have museums?
No, I don't think they have museums. This is a flesh city made of sticky. I don't think it's made. I don't know.
I'm gonna say
maybe.
words that no one wants to hear me say, but they're probably where all the people are.
Probably. Aye.
We don't have to go there right away until we're certain.
I know, I'm just saying, be prepared to go into that.
We'll make
this-
it quick.
And this is Jill. We have a way to find our way back to that portal, right?
We have plane shift.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, in fairness, you got plane shift, Dea's...
Banish.
Yeah, banish. Dea's got a pretty decent survival skill. You got options. You got options.
We can't get lost by non-magical means.
Yeah.
True.
You're okay.
Although keep in mind the two main navigators are both working at disadvantage right now on ability checks. So
Yes, we are.
again, high five. Fucking nailed it first try out.
High five. High five. They both miss.
It's the
Again, we have
elbow
disadvantage
slap.
on high fives. So that's
It's
what
an
happens.
athletics check. We know this. That's why nerds can't manage to get a high five done properly. They have bad athletics.
It's true. All right. So we start walking around. Right. Well, Marty, we start walking around, Marty.
Gale does not happy.
Sorry, that was a weird voice. I don't know where that one came from.
He turns into
You got a
dog
frog
around.
in
It's
your
fine.
throat there.
Fine.
Right. I say, what are the most... Alright, so let's try this.
Split up.
What kind of places could we split the party and go find? No. So what kind of places would keep trophies of people?
Fighters.
I made the joke of museums because
Right, so we're looking for a museum.
Town hall or
Hunters?
stylized town hell.
What was that, Maddie?
Oh, I said bounty hunters.
Yeah,
also a good one.
someone who's like big and tough, like a bounty hunter, who's like well known, or
Would
I don't wanna
someone like
say
to roll a
military.
religion check? Because one of you actually has kind of stumbled on something unintentionally.
I
don't know anything about religion.
I read a demon book, so I'm gonna fucking give it a shot.
I read a book once.
I got a natural 20.
Oh shit.
That's are you serious?
You beat me. You beat me.
Yup. Oh my god.
I don't
So,
have the MLG air horn button on this thing of my
you
go, so-
realize that Maddie has unintentionally stumbled on something that would fit perfectly.
Maddie said that, and my brain went to bounty hunter to auction hall.
So, bounty hunters, not exactly. Because demons don't work the same way you do. See, you guys like money, coin.
They like reputation.
Fiends don't give a fuck. Reputation's great. It really is. But their main currency here is actually, and I would say you guys, you would notice like a little ways away, a couple of imps that are kind of like, they're kind of like, one of them's got something, got like a little short sword or something that the other one wants, and the other one passed over this pouch that has these kind of shining gems, these chunks of gemstone about this big, and you realize they don't care about money.
Oh,
They care about souls.
Do they look like those gems that my parents were using?
They look vaguely like the gems that your parents were using.
As Maddie says that, Mess is gonna go. Bounty hunter might not be that far off.
Yeah. So what you think is that a trophy is a perfect idea, but it'd be a spoil of war. Because what they did by raiding the material plane was they got a bunch of souls that weren't normally in this area. They got a bunch of souls that were probably either regular people or good people.
They got the.
So what you'd be looking for is one of the more accomplished raiders or someone with a very good reputation.
Yeah.
Here's
So
the problem, though.
Jolly, very good job. You hit the nail on the fucking head.
Damn! I guessed it. I'm so
Oh,
tired.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with guessing. If you get it right, you still got it right.
Ill. We're probably gonna have to fight someone who was directly involved with the raiding of you.
Good. But here's the other thing. It would have to be someone that needed to keep their bodies for reputation because they didn't get their souls.
Gail?
So we need to figure out who it is that's barely holding on to whatever sort of high station they have. They're the only ones who would have any sort of reason to take the bodies. Because Mum and Aerith aren't in there. They never got their souls.
Hey, Connor.
And I'm guessing, with my mum there, they didn't get a lot of our souls. So basically, they brought in an entire raiding party and got jack shit.
What's up, Mercy?
Mercy's dad can bring back people against their will, can't he?
Yes, indeed.
As Gail is explaining this, Mercy goes, he needs the bodies to bring them back. Demons can force souls back into their bodies. If he has their bodies, or she, or they, whoever has them, they can get your mom's soul, Gail.
Oh, they can't.
They haven't done it thus far. It's been 60 odd years.
I think
They
may
need
take-
something.
it may take some power behind it. I mean, the reason dear old dad can do it is because of, and she's gonna tap her chest. It's not easy. But if they have someone with enough oomph behind them, they could get your mom and Earth's souls.
True.
They haven't done it yet, which means they don't have that power yet.
Also, I
But
think
they're
they
looking
know
for it.
better.
Also, yeah, the
L- l-
lady's really powerful.
I'm not trying to disprove that as a thing. It could be, but here's the thing. It literally took a surprise attack, and I'll be honest, me almost dead, for my mum to go, okay, well, I won't worry about fighting you. Her and Aerith almost took on an entire army by themselves in one. In fact, I'd almost love to see them put in the middle of this plain. I've seen my mum turn into a fire elemental. She would turn the city to ash.
Either way, finding a well-known bounty hunter is probably a good first step, and that probably requires talking, or at least observing and searching around.
Perhaps not the bounty hunter, but a broker for such contracts or jobs. If we specify someone capable of taking down an archdruid, that severely narrows the options.
True. There's also, again, I'm betting you they're trying to hold on to whatever sort of high station they have. Because again, otherwise why keep the trophy of a body?
They did kill it. It's proof of their strength, even if it was,
True. But again, where's the soul?
souvenir.
Right.
Like, they might not have the soul, but they still ended the life. And Archdruid, not an easy feat, as you said. The two of them almost won.
Aye.
It's something to be proud of, even if you don't have their souls.
Fair. Alright. Well, let's, I mean, I have an idea. It's not a great one. Most, places for bounty hunters recruit out of pubs, bars and the like. We could go have a drink and ask around and see who's hiring.
Trying to stay away from people.
Aye.
do have locate creature as well, right?
We do.
I can pop it.
Yeah, if we use that to get close to where the bodies are, we can do our info gathering closer to it, and that'll limit the amount of time we need to be in hubs and such. If we know what information we're trying to find.
All right. We can go with that.
Because you are right. I think finding where people talk about these things, we'll probably have to go there.
True.
Alright. Pop locate creature. I will pop.
What you aiming for?
We're aiming for, I guess, Hale's mom.
Gotcha. So you would not immediately note it within the 1,000-foot radius. So you will have to unfortunately start moving around a little bit to try and find it.
Where are there more people? Can we see where there are more people?
Yeah, where the noise is coming from. It's
we
far
have
enough
that-
away that you can't get eyes on it, but it's over there. That's, I mean, fair bet. Yeah.
So there was the idea of wanted posters.
Yeah.
Are there any wanted posters? And if so, do they say where to turn in any of these bounties?
So, in the immediate vicinity, no. But as you guys, we're gonna say you guys start walking around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fair. Okay, you guys start kind of moving around a little bit, and eventually you do kind of find what looks to be almost like this kind of plate of like black metal, and you see it's like been stamped, like metal imprinted, like metal stamped with the image of somebody, and it looks like some kind of a celestial of some sort, and it reads in a language that I do not think you read.
Gale?
I don't think
Infernal.
so.
Gale
You know
knows
Infernal?
Yeah.
Really?
So does Rudy.
That was one of the first languages Gale took.
Oh my god, you're right. You did take Infernal. Yeah,
Yeah.
in that case.
Because Gale was keen on hunting fiends. Gale speaks and can understand and read Infernal.
3 of us can read Infernal then.
Yeah, 3 of you can read it then. I was literally gonna go in a word language you can't read, but this guy can read.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
Gale
no.
can.
Yeah, Gale can. Yeah, we've established that a long time ago.
Yeah, if that's the case, then what you would see is Avariel, soul wanted for repurposing.
That's a word.
If captured, turn into Jegthuk.
Right. Alright. Does it say where Jegthuk is?
It gives you like a rough idea where it is. It's basically towards the noise.
Alright.
Unfortunately.
Alright.
It is nearest to there.
Alright.
Mercy, if you have your map to get an idea of the surrounding area, we can favor alleys and the like that have more cover.
Alright.
So, who's leading?
Hale? Maybe?
Alright. I'll give it a
I don't know,
shot.
you seem like a really good person to lead. I don't know if anyone else wants to take it.
Actually,
Locate object, but or creature. Locate creature. I don't have locate object. And these are people, not objects.
I'm gonna say this. It might be smarter, just in case something can see true sight, to have the 2 that already look fiendish at the front and back, so that way if it looks like, you know, we're escorting a group,
Yeah, you
having
could
the
do
people
that.
that don't look fiendish at the front could look.
Yeah, I just
Suspicious.
suggested it because no one said anything.
Yeah, you're good. I'm thinking out loud on that one. I don't know if anyone disagrees if that's a bad idea.
Uh,
Because otherwise, Bill should be in front because he's big boy.
I can stay in the back if anything.
Big boy. Big boy, Gale.
I'll probably take up the rear, honestly, in this case.
I can help
Keep an eye
Mercy. I can help Mercy sort of figure it out. If Mercy wants to take the lead.
I'd actually say How should be close to the front and maybe helping, since what he's disguised as is a native to the area and not.
It was just a suggestion to the people who looked most similar to the area to be front and back. Doesn't matter who.
True.
Just put me somewhere.
Because
All right, we'll
mine
do
is
that
also not
then.
an illusion.
Right. Well, let's do
Yeah.
that then. Her, you
So,
can
like-
help Mercy. I'll stay in the back by Rudy, just in case anything does come at us. At least we got
I-
one of us big ones in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna hang in the back since I'm really feeling the heat and I can make sure no one sneaks up on us, but...
Right.
Maddie should be in the center just in case because.
Yep. Agreed.
I'm ready to
Normally,
keep
I'm good with you being wherever, Maddie, but in this place, do you mind being in the middle?
Whatever. It's the same. I don't know. There's
You're-
something really safe about that.
Kind of
You'd-
cute to see.
You'd be less easy to see.
This is what, if someone can see through these illusions and notices that Maddie is a celestial, what we can say is that she has information on this other celestial that is wanted in exchange for some sort of clemency.
True. Also, you're gonna have to get off my shoulders. Gail,
I'll just stand wherever you are.
do you want to stay on my shoulder?
I don't touch the ground.
Okay.
It's sticky and gross.
Alright, but if someone sees through this and starts asking questions, you're my captive.
Yeah, okay, fine.
carrying your captive like a kid at an amusement park.
One of those backpacks that has monkey tail, but the monkey
Such a
tail is the
cool
leash.
Look, or our other idea, Ro is the hired help because she's good at using a gun.
That's also fair. I took this from the. Well,
Uh-oh. Oh, there. I
Yeah, we're
froze for a
back.
second. Sorry.
Yeah, so did I. I
Everybody
think
everyone
that
froze.
I think that happened for everybody.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
I've been
Damn.
having freezings the past like hour, but I'm not sure if it's my end or Discord.
I think it's Discord.
It's Discord.
That time was Discord for sure, but
But
no, heard what I said. I was gonna say I took it from the material plane, but it was good with a gun, so I kept it.
see, there you go. Now, here's the big question: stealth, yes or no?
Yeah.
I don't think we should.
Stealth is suspicious.
Again, we need to walk around here like we have the biggest fucking dicks. Stealth
Isn't-
makes it seem like we're hiding.
But wouldn't stealth in this case be us trying to not be super noticeable?
I mean,
Look like we
guys-
know what we're doing.
That is effectively what stealth would be standing in for in this situation.
Okay, then-
There is one other thing I could allow you guys to do, which would be a mass intimidate check roll to make everybody go, "Oh, they mean business," and look the fuck away.
I love intimidation checks personally.
I have a
Oh.
+9 to intimidation.
This is strictly
Love
this is
and-
strictly
well, disadvantage.
yeah. Ultimately,
Yes,
it would be
disadvantage.
the same. It'd ultimately be the same thing. You're either blending into the crowd or making yourselves look so tough that everybody goes, "All right," it just doesn't bother you.
So can
So-
we choose individually what we do?
I think we have to choose as a group.
You have to choose as a group. Because if you got one guy trying to slink in and kind of like blend in the crowd, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb, and a bunch of guys who are going, "Oh yeah, fucking bring it on." Like, it's not going to match up.
Rudy will go with whatever the group goes with because Rudy has basically the same thing in both. So
I know we have 4 people who are good at intimidation. How many people are good at stealth?
big one.
To be honest, I'm not horrible at stealth, but I'm better at intimidation.
And the one who's really good at stealth also has disadvantage right now. So
I'm just gonna say
I
for
want
the
to see
point
my
of
spell slots.
I'm gonna say for the point of we have better odds maybe we should do intimidation.
I think like as even if someone is not trained in intimidation as a whole, not including Rudy, as a whole we're a very charismatic group. So
I will point this out from the dungeon master's point of view. Basically, 6 out of the 7 of you are pretty good at intimidating people.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rudy,
That's what I
Rudy's
mean.
not, but she can try.
That's kind of what I was
Even if they're
getting
not
at, like,
proficient, it's still like a +4 or 5.
I didn't want to
Plus
push
5
it, but it
move.
makes sense.
Well, also, if it looks
Plus
like we're
9.
trying to hide, then anybody who sees through might try to mess with us, which will just draw more attention. If
Whereas
we are,
intimidation.
if we
not
look
bad.
like we belong, regardless of if people see through or not, they might not want to mess with us.
Well,
Wait.
worst case scenario in the case of intimidation, they just throw a fight with you.
Oh well,
Yeah.
in the worst
Yeah.
case of intimidation, I was thinking more we look like Chihuahuas walking alongside Great Danes.
I mean, I'm
All
fine
right,
with
it sounds
All right.
it sounds like intimidation checks then.
Us intimidation.
Remember,
Uh,
Jace,
Disadvantage.
I allow you to do strength checks
Yeah.
because you are big boy.
Big. I am big.
Oh.
So
Oh,
it's
3
gonna be
on the
plus. It's
die.
athletics instead of
It's basically athletics.
yes, instead of intimidation.
average. So that's an 11 for
Alright.
me.
Wait, are we rolling at disadvantage?
No,
No. Only
on-
only Dea and Gale, because unfortunately they both have a point of exhaustion.
Alright.
Oh.
yeah, you
Yeah,
roll it normally.
you're good to go. You can just roll.
Sure.
I
Alright.
gotta look at it.
Look, Puff Maddie.
Oh, okay, let's see.
It's okay. I think Rowan Merce is gonna help on this one.
I got 28 total.
I got a 22 total. The tiefling and the thing on
Holy
her shoulder is more
shit!
intimidating than her, but
I
they're
mean-
the intimidating ones
I
in
mean,
the front.
The thing
She
on your
was
shoulders is a
pissed.
mounted turret.
Kirby's.
You basically.
No, Ro right now with the sticky ground. Ro is Kirby's fucking pissed. It's that small pink thing. You don't want to mess with
Glad the
that.
two in the front rolled well.
Alright,
That's
so
the other thing. Rose
Hold
gun can keep an eye out for things with bloodlust
So,
sure.
or power.
Jace,
on.
what'd you get?
I only rolled an 8, so that's a 17 total.
Oh, good.
Because I have a plus 9.
Rudy, what did you get?
11.
Mercy, what did you get?
I got a 22,
You got a 22.
Solidly average.
but the two in the front rolled well. They
Man,
help.
I actually, this actually does have to come down to a roll then.
Oh no, are we are equal pass, equal fail.
Damn close. I mean, what's gonna make or break it is ultimately what someone will be able to see against Haru, because Haru is basically in the midpoint. That's a 6 on the die, so.
Coordination worked.
We're really scary. Don't fuck with us.
Well, if they know anything, kind of lost are not as intimidating as they are deceptive, and they will get you in other ways.
Yeah. So, what you guys wind up doing is you kind of brace up in the front using Mercy, Gale, and Ro acting like a shoulder turret essentially for Mercy. Because there is an odd intimidation about someone who's just letting their gun hang a little bit at their hip, who's sitting on someone else's shoulder, because that infers that there is a plan with how these two fight, and it's not a good one for everybody else. Maddie, Dea, and Rudy all fail. You guys do not look intimidating.
Have you
Haru.
seen me?
Haru only manages to get away with it, you think, just because there's probably a little bit of he does look like an Arcanoloth, which does probably give him just that little bit of maybe I shouldn't bother this guy. But you guys managed to kind of start traipsing your way in to the actual proper city itself, over to where all the noise is coming from, and you hear what sounds like to you almost like an auction. Like people are making deals and shouting out prices and how much they're going to give. At least the folks who understand Infernal hear that. Everybody else hears gibbering and shouting here. Like they don't hear anything legible at all.
Isn't Infernal kind of a guttural language?
Yes. But it also depends on who you're hearing it from. An imp sounds like something squawking and shouting at a high-pitched voice.
So like a parrot.
Bird language.
Yeah, basically. Like a bird. But you guys, and I'm gonna actually place your tokens for this so you can see.
Awesome.
I live in constant fear.
Rudy, it might be good to have telepathic bond active so people can
You can do that.
translate.
I mean, I only have 10. I don't have it prepped.
Oh, dang.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't prep it today. I prepped to fight. I didn't really prep to like.
It might be useful then to whisper to the group, those of you who don't speak Infernal, maybe don't speak for right now.
Everybody else, shut the fuck up.
I wasn't planning on it.
Unless they speak Common to you, in which case, you're good.
Be more suspicious.
I can speak deep. If any
Let
of
me
them
know if I
speak
need to.
That actually might come up.
Wow, a Dea Speaks Deep reference.
In fairness,
Year of our Lord 2021.
in
fairness,
fairness,
I had
it
to
very
think
well
of that.
could come up.
I was about to say, the languages that are considered quote-unquote more evil.
If someone
Deep
talks
does-
to me in Infernal, I'm going to respond to them in Deep, very confused.
Good
That's
call.
my plan.
That's
Okay.
actually a good one.
So,
You want to do Halfling?
Guys, I don't think anyone here is gonna speak up. I have a feeling. So...
You haven't used Halfling once, seriously.
Just once.
so you guys see what can best be described as a bazaar. You see off to the side of you guys, there's what looks to be two wagons, both of which are gore spattered and appear to be in very much a bad shape, mostly on the inside, as well as a large pile of coffins, which on top an imp wearing a gold necklace and has some kind of a brand on their shoulder is sitting there, just kind of like twiddling like this little purple gem in their fingers. And off to the sides, you see there is a large cage that's kind of been scraped along the ground. It's currently empty. You see that there is a very badly damaged building off nearby. The roof itself looks to be disheveled, and the building itself is stone walls with a little bit of color on the roof, and that's about it. You see these vaguely, you would almost describe them as tree-like objects that are coming up out of the ground, but they're made of rusted pipe and they jut out at 90-degree angles and end in these jagged points with rust and blood dripping off of them. But the biggest thing of all that you note is the stage. A stage with broken wooden boards, iron wrappings to actually keep it held up together, and on the top of the stage there's a man, beautiful, gorgeous even, not wearing a shirt, wearing what can best be described as leather chaps, with these two leathery bat-like wings sprouting out from behind his back, and he looks like he's acting like the crier, as you see that there are these two pillars with 4 sets of chains on each of them, so eight chains total, and on each one of them, connected to them, are these ghostly forms in different colors. Some in this kind of a grayish color, others in a red. But in front of the stage, you see a crowd of fiends. Multiple imps on one section. These two large, vaguely hunched, wolf-like creatures near the front. A small group of these 4 fiends that have these kind of like tendril-like beards that come out of their faces, and 2 others that have these barbs that stick off of them. And the biggest one you can see is this large, almost like a man, really, with these pointed ears, and one large, thick, muscled arm, and one large, thick, muscled leg, to contrast against their atrophied left side.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to be able to see the map, by the way?
You should be.
It's
It's
loading.
still loading in.
It's still loading. In fairness, there's a lot on this scene, so
That's fine.
You know.
Mine just was
When-
done loading, and it's just gray. So
yeah, I can say I think it might still be loading.
Could I just say, you were describing the beautiful man with the wings, and I was watching. As soon as you said beautiful, I started watching Jill, and she just goes through, like all,
I mean, the
like the.
beautiful.
It's like
you
what?
say.
No. What?
I said while this was happening, is it bad? Is it bad to find him that attractive?
I was gonna say.
We're back in
Do you-
here.
Yeah, I know.
Do you-
I did that because it was acting funny.
I was gonna say, do you think he needs a shoulder turret? Because there is one available. I am on the market. Hello.
You really aren't.
But you know,
Some
I'll do what needs to be done for the good of the team.
some fiends steal souls through charm rather than force.
Damn, I can't believe you're gonna fucking incubus.
Oh, no,
Rogue
it
got
does
unlimited
make
life.
it, isn't it?
So she can try everything once.
Oh, some of you guys can see it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
looking on the stream. It's not for me, but I can be patient.
None of the people are on the map though.
We
What
have
the
six.
fuck? Why can't you see them boys?
No,
They're like half off.
they're half off.
No, I can see it.
So don't delay. Act out. Supplies are running out.
Yeah, I started
There-
singing.
Sun
It
is
just
coming.
popped in.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
man,
oh,
it'll get
I
walking
don't
on
know if
the
I'm
sun.
supposed to see
Oh,
the other
it's
things on the
Animated.
Oh, I'm not seeing that.
What other
Uh,
things?
Oh,
Jill is sending what we see.
I'm sending what
something
we're
at the
seeing.
bottom right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore that right now.
You? Everything on this map is visible.
Not.
Well,
Connor,
that's
is
good.
Is what we sent? Is that what we should be looking at? In the thing? I don't think it is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing tokens.
Hmm.
No.
yeah.
Well,
The tokens
what
are
are
all
you all
there.
doing
the
there,
map,
boys?
The map is like
I think the features that are on the bottom are supposed to be on the map, and they're not on the
Yeah,
map.
they definitely
Yeah.
should be.
the map.
That's
might,
weird.
Might be the wrong size for us for some reason.
Which is very strange.
Well, I don't see any tokens or creatures that you guys are mentioning.
Are they below the map for you at all?
So there's
scroll down?
these
No.
boys down here if you're looking at the stream.
Yeah, I
This
can
triangle
see
of
that.
boys.
That's so weird. They're completely misaligned.
So
'cause,
if
like,
we-
like,
oh, yeah,
literally,
'cause
like,
then
on-
you look at here's all the other boys.
Oh no, I don't see those guys at all.
Yeah, they're it's literally completely misaligned. That's so weird. Give me a second. I'll find out what the fuck is going on here.
Okay.
I did notice there is some animation. I think it's from like
Yes, that's intentional.
yeah, which is neat. It's
You
like-
want to
I
know?
think
You
it's-
want to know the best part about all of this? It's still working better than Roll20.
It's still working better than Roll20. That's a very low mark to
yeah.
hit, but it's hit it.
Yeah, Ari just sent a picture in our Discord of what it looks like for stream right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it looks hilarious.
That's so weird. Hold on, it gets even weirder. Look at the imps.
They moved.
They moved, but like they left an after image.
Everything is
Nuclear
doing that.
holocaust.
Everybody, please reload if you'd be so kind. I don't know what the fuck.
Hold on.
Reload.
Back to Echoes.
Yeah,
We went to
apologies,
Echoes
everybody.
and then went back to the bazaar and it worked.
Oh, I just reloaded.
Oh fuck my dick! Come on.
So if you click
No!
over to Echoes and then click back over, it works.
It suddenly snaps in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I already
God,
refreshed,
cock.
so
I already refreshed.
No.
We're getting there, chat. Don't worry.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
the imps are missing, but everything else is in the right place.
Oh, just kidding. The imps are there. They're just
Oh,
really
the
split.
hard-
Yeah, they're
Oh,
they're
God,
super
Connor.
tiny.
Yeah.
That I'll admit, they're super tiny.
Well, it's not even that they're tiny.
It's the color similarities with the
Yeah.
stone stuff under them.
So
Yeah.
if you literally next time this happens, if that's how it's happening, click over to one of the other maps that's open,
And then come
click
back.
over.
Yes, but don't bring us there.
No, I meant like
Yeah,
everyone else.
I'm in.
yeah.
Also
But yeah, can you guys all see all the boys?
Yeah, now it's
Yes.
good. You're good now.
Them boys.
Them
See
boys.
some boys. Where's
Oh,
the
damn
hot
boys. Hey, look at that.
boy? Oh, there's the hot boy. I couldn't see him because he's
And yeah,
the
the
same color
the-
as the wood.
I wonder if I can make the imps put a glow. Come on, glow, boys, glow, glow for me.
Probably could.
Aura, yay! I give an
Yeah.
aura.
Like I think you can.
Can just make sure the aura is visible to us.
Yeah, cause like I had dancing lights in another Foundry game, and they just got represented by like blank tokens with light.
Yeah,
effects.
I'll quickly make the imps more visible, because they are, in fairness, they are tiny, thin tokens. So.
Yeah.
But that is where you are.
So you kind of overlook imps anyways.
There we go. Oh, of course,
Chin.
they're imps.
Has my locate creature pinged anything still?
Nearby, yes, it certainly has.
Where?
A little further away from this area, but not terribly far away.
Like she'll Akio. And she'll just suddenly point in the direction that she feels the bodies in.
Which one? Where?
It would be more or less on this map, off in this direction.
Okay.
All
she'll
right.
point
So
that way.
behind the bad tree. Got it.
Behind the pipe tree and behind the mob, essentially.
So it wouldn't be chopping wood; it'd be laying pipe here. Got it.
Hey,
Yeah. Hold on.
You made Jill choke.
Race wins.
You okay?
Came out of nowhere. I need water to get rid of the pain the water caused me as I choked on the water.
There we go. I have highlighted the imps because they are tiny, tiny men's.
Hey, you know who else is tiny but can be seen a lot easier because of the
The
color?
incubus.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to point out, if the incubus is that size and all of these things are this size,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
I don't like it.
What the fuck about it?
Yeah.
Hold on. What if I make them big?
Open arms. No, I'm sorry. Every time you guys say
Incubus
I
is
think-
gone.
He's gone! We did it!
Yay! Although I'm pretty sure the incubus is literally junk thought, so you know, we kind of need him.
I don't know.
I can feel the bodies. I know where they are.
I don't think we should steal them.
There we go.
But
He's
nothing
more
will
visible
stop it.
now.
We get them, we plane shift, we go.
Oh,
They're
yeah, but
technically-
we would have fiends after us.
It's fine.
So
They'd be on
you
our
are
level.
able to see everything here. What would you like to do? They're our level. That's a bad guess to make, buddy. You're hitting the end game.
Let
No, I think she was saying if we go back, they would be on our level if we
Yeah.
were chased by them back to.
Yeah, like they would be at on the material plane versus.
Also a bad guess.
Don't think that's a good. They could
No.
probably plane shift some of the higher up ones.
Yeah, probably. I'm just
We
not
should
being
not-
entirely serious, guys.
I'm
Come
not.
I
on.
know. I'm saying this out loud. I don't think we should do anything too dumb. A little dumb, yes.
We're gonna
Too
be fighting.
dumb.
I will point out, no matter what we do, we're gonna be fighting. They do not want to give up those bodies.
Also, Michelle, the way you were
Yeah.
sitting, you were just.
Covered. I know. I realized it. I was like, no, that's not gonna work.
Nope.
This is the Michelle way of playing.
Hold
Don't worry, guys.
on.
Not
I got
appearing
it.
in this.
I got it. Here we go. This is perfect. I'm just the neighbor from Home Improvement now. Hello.
I'm gonna apologize.
This is how I'm
as
gonna
well.
play for the rest of the game.
Of course.
I'm
Well,
like
you
the
stuck with
vegetable.
Murphy.
I'm like the green man.
I'm glad Michelle got that reference. It makes me happy.
So,
Yeah,
no, I
know.
actually understood Wilson.
Good.
Please, my
Now
first
I
question
will
is
point out
JTT.
one thing, Dea.
Yes.
You note that one of the one of the spectral forms that are up on stage, one of the gray ones, you see he looks like kind of an older man with like this bruising along his hands, along his chest and face. You see every once in a while he coughs and there's like this black smog that comes out of his mouth.
Okay, great. I don't know
Fucking
what
sad.
I don't know what that could mean.
Don't smoke, kids.
Got the black lung pop.
Can these people like are they souls or are they like demon looking? Those
They
ghost
appear to be
looking-
souls.
I think I know who it is. Possibly. Sawmill man.
You think it's the sawmill man?
Possible he did burn.
Mhm.
Hey, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just do a perception check real quick and get a...
Yes, yeah, you may.
That is a 13 on the die plus perception 6, so 19.
So 19. What are you looking for?
Mainly to see. Everyone's watching the stage for the most part, right? There's no one looking completely out of place.
Yeah.
Are the bodies in the coffin still moving, I guess, is the other question I have.
With a 19 on the die, you will note that there is one coffin that appears to be being used to actually like lean one of the carts up. You can see it's this one right here. You see a hand is poking out and trying to like crawl its way out of there. You see there's an arm attached. Someone's in there. And literally, it's on the map. You can see it. If you scroll in nice and close, you can see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Mercy's gonna say to the group, quietly, and go, the bodies in the coffins are still moving.
Well, it's a
And
good,
Jill.
I
Oh, no,
was
no,
just-
sorry, Jason, say what you were going to say.
I was just going to say it's a good thing we're not looking for a moving body right now.
Now, Jill.
And my thing was just gonna say, as we come into this plaza, I will very much get off of Mercy's shoulder and onto my own sticky little feet.
Good call.
Please.
Connor, you can't keep doing that noise.
I'm sorry, look, it's a fact.
It physically makes
I'm
me
an
ill.
artist.
But yeah, just for movement and possible fighting's sake, I don't want to be on anyone's shoulders.
That's fine.
Especially-
Move.
Especially
You
not
guys-
somebody who gets down and dirty in the middle of the action. I'm okay
Yeah,
with that.
you guys have free movement. You can move your tokens.
I
wherever you
was
want.
actually gonna start moving
Yeah, I
around
don't,
the edge.
You may do whatever you so choose.
I don't think
Pretty
anybody
little
wants to
shimmy.
get down or dirty on these floors.
Oh,
Ew, it's sticky.
is
Goodness.
there anything in these cages?
No, the cages are empty.
Why can't I only make boxes now?
You have.
You need to change what you're using, I think.
What do I?
Yeah. You to
Are you
move-
on the person with the square?
Yeah. Top two things.
I need the top two things selected.
Yes.
So the
Yeah.
little person and then the little box that's got part of the sides missing.
And then you can move Gil.
That's what I did. That's what I have
then I got
selected.
nothing on that.
That's weird. Jace, drag your token in then. Why don't you try
Alright.
dragging it? Because I dragged that token there. Why don't you give it a shot?
All right. Give me just a moment.
Growing pains, everybody. There's still things to learn.
Aye.
Also, it's go ahead.
Go ahead. You're fine. You go.
I was gonna say it's
No.
finicky.
You go.
I was
You
just
go.
Gonna,
No,
I was
you
hovering
hang out.
over Ro, and then Ro turned into Gale.
Can we just move that?
I was
Right.
gonna say.
There we go.
There you are.
Ah!
Wow.
Becca, can you hear us? Becca can't. Oh, Becca, you can hear us. Okay.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
out of character.
Just double checking. Since you sent that message, I want to make sure you can actually hear us.
Ro is stepping a little bit closer to like the stage area, attempting to do a little bit of blending in and watching whatever's happening.
Okay. You hear the fellow on stage shout something in a language you can't understand. And then you see that one of the large guys with the like these odd tendril beards kind of raises up a hand and says something out loud. And you see that one of them ones nearby grabs a halberd and kind of brings it close and steps in front of him as the fellow with like all the barbs sticking off them kind of look at him and glare.
The girls are fighting.
I assume the other one wanted that soul.
And as it will continue on, the larger fellow in the back with the large muscular half and the scrawny half, he'll simply like raise a hand, but he does not say anything. and the individual on stage will nod and will say something else out loud, which to the folks who speak Infernal is basically 250 souls. And then you hear from the bearded devils, as that's what they are. Oh, this is fucking bullshit. Come on. He needs to say it out loud like everybody else. And you hear the barb devils go, yeah, come on. Make him talk.
Oh,
and it looks like a bit of an argument is kind of breaking out, as they don't like the fact that somebody's overbidding them. By the way, Maddie, Rudy, and Dale, you guys can move your tokens.
Yeah, you the 3 non-intimidating ones, you don't want to be left behind.
Well, Thea is intimidating. She just rolled poorly.
I hear you.
It's more of the fear of just being out right now. I think
Fear.
Also, I was reloading the map because I had it open in Chrome, and I had a suspicion that it was the reason my connection was tanking, and I switched to Firefox, and it seems okay now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just a weird blip, but I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Connor,
Yes.
life sense on the coffins.
On the coffins, the person in the coffin here that's putting their hand out, they're alive. They're not a soul. They are properly alive. Yes, Mercy.
If you've noticed, Mercy's been edging towards the green imp.
I was just about to get to you.
Mercy's literally going, hey bud, when's the real stuff going out in Infernal?
Real stuff's coming out in just a bit. Why? Looking to get a bit of early bidding in? Huh?
I'd more like to watch the chaos.
Oh, that's fair. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't worry, give it a little bit. I'm sure they'll stop fighting soon.
I mean, already looks like they're ready to throw fists. Or whatever they had on hand.
Just you wait. They're not gonna throw fists until they've got a reason to, but that big guy over there, he's not gonna fucking take it, if you know what I mean.
Probably gonna crush them and take everything they've got.
You'll see. You'll see.
And she's gonna kind of turn and just look at the others and stay near this imp. Just in case he starts talking about stuff going on.
So what are you doing around here, sister? You don't seem very much like a local to the place, and I don't think I've seen you anywhere else. So where are you from? Yeah, baby, yeah!
Mercy's just gonna kind of say, my upbringing was more on the outskirts, because, you know, parents are a bit skittish. Don't like me around the big ones. Scared I'll get hurt. Until, like, you know, beat the shit out of them and ran.
Well, good on you. You got lucky enough to be born with a body that can actually fucking work, so... good on you. We'll be wrapping up the actual bidding in a bit, so if you want to come with me, I'm sure we could have a nice little bit of fun. Huh?
Mercy's just gonna go... No.
Another shot. So...
God.
Yeah. You're in the lower planes! They're all evil!
Didn't expect it.
Look, you have to play a little bit like an asshole right now, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not going to blend
No,
in.
I'm not judging Connor. It's just like this little imp who talks
You
like
want the
that.
Huh?
Look, it has
Can you
been a
blame
hot
me? I want...
show.
Can you blame me? I want some pussy.
No, ew.
But Mercy will say over...
Bill has left.
Hold on.
I don't want to
I
be
win.
here.
Tell her to put her headset back on. This actually is relevant to her.
Yeah. Put your headset back on. Connor said this is relevant to you. Mercy...
I have to be dramatic. I'm sorry. It's in my
Oh no, it's fair. It was funny.
place.
If you want, you can roll an insight check to try and get a read on what the situation is with everybody here. Because
Which
what you
one
can
of
see
us?
is right. Not well, technically, Mercy can't do. Anybody here can roll insight. I'm going to give advantage to Ro because Ro is in the crowd. Ro is sitting there watching with everybody.
I kind of moved a little further back, but
Right.
I'm still like, I was just in it, and everyone was leaving, and I was like, okay.
Wait, no, don't go without me.
Guys, I am
I'm not
very
really doing
slow.
anything else.
Okay.
So
Can I roll insight even if I can only
I have
hear what's
advantage,
going
right?
on?
Yeah.
Do you
Oh, about it.
understand Infernal?
Not right now.
I'd say with disadvantage.
Mercy don't know shit.
So,
Mercy
I
don't know
got-
shit.
14
Fish.
total.
roll and then.
The
Well,
25
it doesn't
total.
matter anyways, but I'll roll disadvantage anyways.
Oh,
Well,
I rolled a 3.
Rudy, what'd you get, Rudy?
25. I rolled a 19. plus
25.
disgusting.
Quite good, actually.
Disgusting.
I'm zoning into my fiendish.
Your tiefling.
My tiefling.
So, what you are piecing into immediately is that there are 5 factions here, essentially. You've got the Barbed Devils over here, the Bearded Devils right here, the Barguests. This is a Yagnoloth, and this is a mob of imps. Now, the Yagnoloth appears to be looking to get probably the strongest one he can get a hold of, and then you're not sure. Train something? Maybe? He looks like some kind of a fighter, not even a fighter, looks like maybe some kind of like a recruiter more than anything. The imps look like they're trying to pick up the scraps. They're looking for weak people. Maybe for more fodder, maybe for food. You don't know. The Barbed Devils are absolutely looking for a meal. The Bearded Devils are looking for training dummies. And the Barghest are looking for slaves. And all of them are ready to throw punches at each other. They will kill each other for what they want. You realize this straight up. They're willing to kill one another. Even the ones that are devils, which are typically on the same side, air quotes, they will kill each other. The Barghest in particular, you got a feeling that they're probably going to try and mug whoever gets something really nice. But the Yagnoloth is probably the toughest one for you to read because they don't speak out loud. They use what appears to be telepathy.
I think they're a type of Yugoloth.
Yeah, but the biggest thing you pick up on is they are all ready to kill each other. And really, to make it happen, all you would have to do is put essentially something that is considered valuable to them and is free in front of them, and they would fight to the death.
And it would be a distraction, right?
It would be an amazing distraction.
I'm gonna go to Gale.
But it's got to be something that is valuable to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Gale.
Hmm.
Gale.
What?
We need to find something of value for them.
Why?
Make them fight each other. If we make them fight each other, they distract. They'll distract, and maybe we can get to where the bodies are. Because she's gonna they're that way. I can feel it.
Right.
Something of value to them. I don't know what that would be though. What I would be?
I wish I could hear this conversation. I have ideas.
Can I hear this conversation?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Would you know off the top of your head? No.
Okay. I know Rudy. Mercy has studied that Book of Fiends, and she probably studied it really well. She's gonna walk over to Mercy.
Oh, hey, bud.
And no, I will point out that no, you can't because Rudy is being very quiet. Okay.
Hey, bud.
Mercy.
What?
Do you know what's of value to any of these? If we can make them fight each other.
Buzz is gonna look at the little imp on the thing and go, you know, it might be fun.
What?
She's talking out loud to both of you, and in final, she's gonna go, what happens if you let the alive one out?
There's a live one?
Oh boy, that'd be a mess. I mean, it could be pretty interesting to see, but I'd get fucking skinned if I let that happen.
Oh, what if you don't let it happen?
Well, if I don't let it happen, then I get to live another day. That's nice.
I guess I won't do it right this second. And Mercy's saying this and hopes that Rudy picks up what she's putting down.
Very clever. And I appreciate that I see Michelle about to roll.
Hold on.
Hands shaking.
Okay. Do I pick what you're putting down?
But emphasis Mercy is nudging Rudy, kind of like in a joking manner, but also in a, hey.
Do you get it?
Rudy's gonna walk away. Just
Big
far
man. Big man, where are you going? What are you
Fuck
doing?
off.
walk away.
Alright.
Just enough.
Oh, he's got no fucking manners around here. This is pretty
Rudy's
unpleasant.
gonna message Mercy. What the fuck are you talking about? And she's not gonna say what the fuck though. She doesn't say. She doesn't say it. Michelle
I don't
doesn't
cuss
say
in
it.
hell, by the way.
What the fuck are you saying?
What
Mercy's
the
gonna
hell are
say
you
back.
talking about?
But it's in your brain.
I know, Mercy's saying back in her brain. They like souls and there's a living bastard back there, Rudy.
Okay, so she's gonna walk back. Walk back. Walk back.
Hey, what are you doing? Stay away from the merchandise.
Lifts.
I'm gonna need you to
Okay,
make a wisdom
Jason.
saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, Jace, what is it?
In that moment, the minute he's talking to her, Gale goes invisible, using Fearbolg
Dash.
invisibility,
Yeah.
takes about 3 steps, and moves the cart off the lid.
I rolled a 14 plus 6, so 20. Is it
What
plus 6
for?
plus- You said wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, you passed the whole person he just tried to cast on you. Gale, you just heft the wagon off them, so you can make that come off. Maddie, is there anything you're doing?
I think right now she's, I don't know, she's kind of panicking internally right now. I think right now she's holding Daya's hand for reassurance.
What's going on? We didn't discuss this at all. We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
And we're talking in Infernal too.
So
Hold on,
I'm
let's-
just like,
Let's go to the brain cell squad. Ro, what are you doing?
Bro, upon hearing, I assume the cart hit the ground and not be on the floor. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
the
you hear it
thing-
go as it just starts scraping along.
Ro's gonna turn and very much be not over there anymore.
That's fair.
Even though we're gathering all
I am stepping aside.
Oh boy. Okay. Mercy, what are you doing?
Mercy sees this and goes, you said you wanted to see chaos, and you didn't do it.
No, fuck! Oh, shit! Erudite, what are you doing?
So Gale did the cart, right?
The cart is off, and the cart is off, and the coffin top is not secured.
Rudy's
The
gonna,
guy who was moving inside there can get himself out.
I was gonna say, Rudy's gonna like pull the rest of it off.
Okay? You heft the lid off the rest of the way, and kind of like scrabbling out of there is what appears to be this kind of man, and we're like wearing plate mail. He's kind of got these bright golden eyes. He kind of looks around really quickly, left and right. Oh shit. And he is going to, yes?
What does he say, oh shit, in? What language?
He says, what languages do you speak?
Common, Giant, Infernal, Sylvan, and Elvish.
None of those.
Damn it.
You know, Rudy speaks a lot too.
Rudy, what do you speak?
I mostly speak. I speak most of those and Draconic, and I speak Vermunian
Nope.
and Segoyan, I think.
Nope.
I speak
Okay.
Bacretian.
Deep.
Wait, is it halfling? Is it halfling?
It's not deep. It's not a halfling.
Is it
Is it
celestial?
Celestial.
Is it Celestial?
It's celestial.
That's
Oh
what I
shit!
thought.
Maddie understands it.
Oh.
Would Haru, do you speak
No.
Celestial as well? Okay.
No.
So it's just
Yeah,
Maddie.
so Maddie, you're the only one. He says something, that sounds vaguely chorus-like is the best way of describing it. And then Maddie, you're over there holding Dea's hand. You hear a voice in Celestial go, "Oh, shit." And you go,
Sounds like, yeah, that sounded like what my mom
"Uh-oh."
said.
You think, "Uh-oh." Oh, no.
Does that look like the guy from the poster?
I think it's an Asamar, probably, right?
Could be just a celestial being.
If it's his view, or just the Celestial.
And as this celestial being comes out of the coffin, and there's a loud noise of the wagon scraping aside, the entire crowd turns. Wait!
That one does a little spin.
On point, by the way.
These ones do
On
it in
point.
unison.
He's very powerful. It's all on point, like textbook.
Yeah. One leg, the other one's.
I want you guys to know what I've been saying this entire time I've been muted. I've been going, Rudy, get the fuck out of the way!
No.
And
I was
like
gonna
the
sit
entire
down
crowd
there.
turns and looks as they see an individual pop out of the coffin, and you see that kind of like emitting from them, instead of being gray or red, is blue. And you see he kind of looks at all of them, looks around, looks at you all, looks at everything, and he just kind of like hastily grabs like part of the coffin, like snaps off a chunk of wood, and he's holding it like a weapon, as the entire mob starts to close in on him really quickly.
You might want to run.
This movement to like get back towards where like Gale is, like I did action.
Move your token! Move your token!
Rudy's gonna like scramble back towards Gale. If we need to move, she's like, "Do you want to? Like, I can get us far if you need to."
The imps, like a mob, fly in as a group. The big guy leaps on top of this cage. The bearded devils start moving in. So do the barb devils. As do the bar guests. One of them moves close to you, Mercy. But ignores you. They all start moving in very close to this guy. And as soon as one of the imps grabs hold of this guy, like he's going to start moving towards him, one of the bar guests just runs in and punts him into the sky as you watch as a fight starts breaking out. As all of these fiends basically start throwing themselves at each other very quickly. And you realize just as quickly that the Yagnoloth, the guy with the big muscly arm, he is the most dangerous one here. Because he will also very swiftly start casting a lightning bolt into the crowd, and you just watch as like an entire line of these imps just go "Pah!" and then just explode into this pinkish reddish ichor that then falls into the rest of it on the ground as you realize that you're standing in demon blood.
Hold on. Did the imps have souls on them?
You gonna start looting in the middle of the fight? You want to do this?
No.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there are gonna be rolls to do that and not get fucking clocked.
No, but since I'm like on the edge of it, if one of them dropped like a bag nearby, having a little bit to show in case we need to might be helpful.
Boy, you're closest to them. Roll perception check. Gale, I'm guessing Gale and Rudy, you guys start moving the hell out of there.
We were already moving in that direction.
As soon as
Gale's
Gale
kind of
moves,
like
Rudy's right behind him. Rudy's right behind him.
Got it.
15.
Gale's kind of motioning to everyone like, let's get. This is the distraction. Let's go.
Yeah, you see that as one of the barcasts have like moved in to start just ripping through the imps, and the other barcast has started dealing with several of the bearded devils who are now trying to fight him, while the barb devils are going after the big guy and getting their ass fucking whipped. You see that the imps are going down like crazy, but this coin purse that has been dropped on the ground is in the middle of this melee. You could grab it, but you'll have to make a sleight of hand check.
Now there is a query.
I'm so happy with how this has gone. I'm so happy.
Connor, the second you said there was a body in that, my brain went, how can I make it come out?
What do I need to do to get that body out?
This is so good.
It was a good thing that was all in Infernal and out loud too, because otherwise Gale wouldn't have understood anything that was going on.
Thank God for taking Inferno Gale.
Oh, I will point out, Dea. You and Maddie, who are holding hands, you do not understand Infernal.
No.
But you do understand what Gale and Rudy are doing, which is slipping out of the actual mosh. They're running away. Continue what you were saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
Continue what you were saying.
I'll use a chart of the Scarf of Subtlety to subtly cast in guidance on myself.
Okay.
So that
You'll need that.
here. Nope.
Roll. You can roll. You have the D4, buddy.
So a
I'm telling
12.
you right now, it's not enough, but you can roll a D4. Okay. 22 hit you.
It does.
Okay. One of the bar guests that's ripping through the imps hits you on the backswing as you just go, ah! And just get slashed across the face by one of the bar guests and take 9 points of slashing damage. Yes, Percy.
To help continue to distract and hopes that her team fucking moves, Mercy's gonna climb up to the top of this and stand and start doing an announcer voice in Infernal and narrating the fight.
Okay. You begin doing so. Haru, you manage to grab a pouch of gems. I will not tell you the amount because you do not know what they're valued at.
Yeah. And then
Dea,
out.
Yeah.
Dea, Maddie, and Ro, what are you guys doing? Brain Cell Squad.
Oh no, not again. Oh.
I have a potentially very stupid idea.
I can beat yours, probably.
Um,
Maybe not.
Gonna
I don't-
do.
Clock's ticking, by the way.
We can go
Oh,
down.
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm doing. I just was waiting for my turn.
Okay.
I have an idea.
In
Connor,
that case,
if you want a suggestion,
quick initiative for them.
both people declare their ideas.
Yeah.
Let initiative go.
Okay.
Whoever gets it first does it.
Yeah. Roll initiative then.
Should we say our ideas now or?
You can.
No, don't worry
No?
about it. Just we'll handle that in a second. But basically, Dea and oh my god, oh my fucking
I
god,
think Ro goes first.
oh my god.
To be
I'm not gonna
fair,
fight on anything on this one. I'm just
My idea is nothing big. I'm just gonna fucking strut behind the fight and walk over here.
Oh, okay.
Also,
But very,
do that.
very openly, like not trying to hide anything, like confident.
also, I
like-
will point out, technically, initiative is an ability check, so you would have disadvantage
I
on that.
don't know. It doesn't matter anyway.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Am
So-
I restricted by the amount of movement I usually have right now?
Yes.
Can I just say I walk? Well,
You can
Like
double
you,
move.
You can
you're
double
normal.
move.
Yeah, you can double move, so you can go 50.
So 50.
Dea, what are you doing?
So they're all distracted with each other.
Yep.
And so I have a lot of movement. I'm very sorry to my team, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy about it while moving quickly,
Mhm.
which is already a disadvantage. So I'm just
Mhm.
gonna roll that right now. See if it gets any worse. It doesn't. Okay, 23 is still solid.
23 and
She's
stealth.
going to kind of go around this way to pass by the celestial being.
Uh-huh.
She's going to. She has a filter of invisibility. She's gonna
Huh?
palm it to him and be in common, hoping he understands, but miming it as well. Like drink this and like follow, and then she's gonna run around and. join these
Very
guys.
interesting. Okay. Just give me a sleight of hand check. Very cool.
Connor,
I've been-
should I
I've been
message you
saving it.
something?
I have a disadvantage. 24.
Still 24. You manage to palm it into his hand pretty easily, and you make the mime drink it, and drink it and follow, and then you skirt around the fight. Maddie, what are you doing?
Could I use my boots? Did I forget that?
You can definitely use that to Misty Step and get the fuck out of
That
here.
gives you 90 feet of movement total.
Is
so
it 90
yes.
feet? I thought it was 6. You know, I don't have the
So, no.
information of that
So
anymore.
basically, Misty Step is 60 foot.
Yeah.
No,
it's
wait, no.
60.
No, Misty is 30, but it's
Misty
a
Step
bonus
is
action.
Yeah, Misty Step is 30 feet, and then you can run and move normally to go a full 90. So yeah, you can do that.
That's why I thought it was 60. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's why. You
okay.
can get over to them with your full movement. You can do that. No problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's.
That's cool.
I'm just bigger with that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Dea, the guy drinks the potion, it vanishes, start following you. Mark the filter of invisibility off of your sheet. That was brilliant.
I've been holding on to
I-
that for like.
I will say,
thousands.
you guys can start mobbing up and make your way together while you got your distraction. You guys can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say you didn't completely rid the danger from that guy because
I know.
The
Some
most
of them
powerful-
can see invisibility. Whatever.
Yeah.
Not
that
all of
has
them.
blind sight.
This. Let her have this.
He's invisible. It solves most of the problems.
It's a good plan.
Yeah, it will create confusion for a lot of the smaller ones, though.
I will add
What's
on
up?
top of that, when something does disappear from sight, you have to spend time reacquiring it.
Yep, you do, which is gonna add more time onto it. What's up,
Mhm.
Mercy?
I need to say out loud that I'm doing a wisdom check on this, but I'm doing it at advantage because Mercy does have morals.
It's. What do I want you to do? What do I want you to do? Fail or pass?
I don't.
What? You need to establish this right now.
So I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to push the one that's on the top of the imp into the crowd with the rest of them.
No.
So mean.
He's still evil.
He's nasty. He's scary.
I mean, is the
if I
moral thing
pass-
pushing him or not pushing him?
That's the question, ain't it?
It means you don't push him.
What'd you say, Michelle?
I said passing it means you don't push him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
If it's above a 10, it's a pass. If it's below, it's.
Natural 20.
I got a 15 and an 18. So Mercy does not push him in.
She lives to see another.
She thinks about it and goes, still have a code. And she's just gonna continue to do her announcing until everyone is on the other side.
Got it. So yeah,
Yeah.
in that case, oh sorry.
Well, probably for the best because you are supposed to be lawful evil right now. And lawful wouldn't push him in.
Yeah, but he would be dead, so it wouldn't matter.
This is also true. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do to take advantage of this fucking mob? Is there anything else y'all want to do?
I had better sleight of hand, I'd pull a Haru, but I do not have good sleight of hand.
You know,
Okay. And,
listen,
Oh.
I'm
body,
trying
right?
to pull. I'm trying to sustain the image.
yeah, it's true. What did you say, Michelle? Your mouth moved, and then I didn't really hear much of anything.
It's fine.
I heard the very ass end of what you said.
It's okay. I'm saying we're moving towards, like, the body is still pinging, right?
Oh yeah, I know. You're moving towards where Gail's mother should be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, in that case, oh no. Yes.
Hold on,
yes.
I actually do need to check this. Perception check where the fucking incubus is. What he's doing.
Fair and valid.
The incubus is has kind of sat down cross-legged, just put his hand on his just chin on his hand, just kind of looking. Scratches his nose. Just kind of shrugs.
So
This
he's
happens all the time.
This dude seems like this is fucking par for the goddamn course for
So
him.
he's
He's
watching
like,
the
"Why-
fight
whatever.
and not us.
No.
Okay. Then after everyone has gone through, Mercy
I mean,
will
like
follow.
he'll notice you standing on the coffins, and as you get down, he kind of just goes, "Hey."
And Mercy's just gonna give him a 2 finger salute.
Just gonna, "Hi, how's it going?" That's it.
Do you believe these guys?
It's like acquaintances from work. It's like, hey.
I mean, we're both auctioning, except mine's in violence.
So you guys slip away. Fucking hell! Completely subverting my entire encounter.
I see your
We've
encounter and I
solved
say
your-
no.
We've
Solved
solved your
my
auction.
auction.
Sana,
You should
the
have expected.
second you said that was a living person, all I wanted to do was free it.
So cool. It was
Yeah.
fucking brilliant from all of you guys.
If
I don't
you
even know
hadn't,
how long I've had that like filter of invisibility. It was when we took stuff
over
from
a year.
Rudy's
Yeah.
house.
Over
I've been
a
holding
year.
on to all this time, waiting for the right moment.
if you hadn't
2
done
years
that,
at this point.
if you hadn't done that, I would have gone through the middle of there and carrying a bunch of scrolls and pretended to drop one because as like the information network of Gehenna, that would also
Yeah.
be very valuable.
I'm also happy that my group of good players did not leave a man to die.
I couldn't.
I want you to know, if I literally said to Jill, if Becca had let him leave, I would have been pissed.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I would have cast Deathwood on him if it wasn't touch.
Gale's a true neutral.
But
It's true. It's true. I
I'm
won't deny
glad
that.
Gale heard what Mercy was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Because-
I can't get on the case of anybody who's neutral.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
It's technically, like,
Jesus
kinda
Christ!
lawful neutral, but like leaning towards good. But like I'm good. I
To be fair,
can't
Gale
do
told
that.
him to run.
This also gives him a chance to escape. He would not have had otherwise.
Yeah.
I am the furthest thing from lawful evil.
could
I'm
be
chaotic good.
Yeah.
He can
Same.
be an
So-
ally.
So, Maddie, you...
What?
Nothing. I'm just laughing at this entire situation.
Oh.
Maddie, you
Kitty
and
sacks bullshit.
yeah, my brain's doing that mentally. Maddie, you are falling behind with everybody else. Dea, you hear another set of footsteps behind you, well, going along with you, but you don't see a body, which means he's following you. And you guys skirt away from the auction site and just let the combat ensue. And I will point out to you guys, the more the fight goes on, the more people start making their way towards the fight as well. Because something good's got to be here, so I'm gonna throw in, and like suddenly this fight of like 15 people becomes a fight of 20 people, 40 people, 50 people. And suddenly more and more fiends start piling in and just start ripping each other to shreds. And I will point out, you finally realize what this sticky stuff on the floor is. It is fiend blood.
And somewhere in the distance plays Saturday Night Self-Fight for Fighting.
Saturday! Saturday! I love that
love
song. Alright, I'll to Echase, I guess. Because there's no
Fight your
point in
fight,
being
Connor.
back there. There goes my fight.
Hey,
There goes
you
my
gotta
encounter.
fight. It just wasn't us in the fight.
Yeah, it just wasn't what I'm actually going
Yeah.
to be playing. Wow, that was genuinely brilliant from all of you guys. That was awesome.
You should have expected it from this group.
You guys begin making your way closer to where Rudy says the body should be. Making your way further and further away from the actual auction site itself. And as you're doing so, you find yourselves looking at a building that is, unlike all the other ones, in good condition. You see stone walls with a very gothic style exterior. And you see that the door itself is big, widened for someone who must be very tall of stature. But you also see that there are a few people who are standing in front of the guard, like in a guard position. They both appear to just be like regular old bearded devils, and are currently like holding up. And they just appear to be standing there protecting the building. But you know that Gale's mother is inside that building.
Also, as we're moving, Deo will ask if Rudy has any like of the mask stuff. The like aura. What changes are like
Magic aura.
Yeah, that one. Cause guess what I did, Rudy? You're muted, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have the spell for it. What you do? What you do?
I would request you pass it on one more person.
Okay. Who?
You all hear a voice. What is happening? What is happening? I don't know what's happening.
But maybe keep your voice down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I can't make him look like the devil, though.
No,
I
just make him not ping celestial. Like,
Okay. Well, I can't see him, so I can't do that.
is it?
He's still invisible. This is true.
All right. Well, I didn't know if it was like a touch spell or something.
I believe it is a touch spell.
I'm right here. I am right
You
here.
can if it's a touch spell, you can just
Just touch him.
Feel him. Just feel him.
feel it
Yeah.
out.
Alright.
You burn the spell slot. You cast and it spells magical
Yeah, I will
aura.
burn the spell.
He is under the effect of the spell. Still invisible, but he is lawful evil for now.
What is your name?
Huh?
Your name?
Oh. My name is Baron.
Baron?
Baron.
Yeah.
Baron.
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 I'll cast it at. No, I'll cast it at 3rd. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
then-
well. How did you end up here? Out of curiosity?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know.
Didn't-
I was sleeping. I was sleeping at my home, and now I'm here. And I do not know why I'm here.
That was your mistake. You shouldn't sleep.
Ah,
Hail.
I shouldn't sleep.
you're a celestial being, correct?
No, why? What is celestial? I do not know what this is.
Surprise!
We can talk about this
What is
more
a celestial?
later.
I run a farm.
Oh.
Science, and I run a farm.
Save him! He can't die! He can't die, guys!
Okay, oh fucking. Are you so fucking serious?
Why did we get stuck with a celestial that doesn't know it's a celestial?
Okay, calm down. There's nothing wrong. No.
There's nothing wrong. This is.
How are we going to save this man? I can't.
I don't know. I didn't think this far ahead.
Right.
We need to. That only lasts for an hour.
You could banish him.
Yes, do that. Maddie.
Eddie, we're back in the material plane.
Maddie, send him home.
Calm down. Can I at least?
Hold
Can I at
on.
least talk to him?
Sorry, I'm
Aye.
sorry.
Let's
Yes.
first of all talk to him. Second of all, now that he's in this predicament, we are some people who can help. Might want to give him a way to contact us when we're not in the middle of some shit, right?
I'm also
Maddie?
assuming we're
Yes.
in like a hidden.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You are not having this conversation in front of the building where this is happening. Yes, I
This
know.
is
You're good.
all right. Let's do
You're
that.
fine. Don't worry.
All right. Let's do that.
Okay.
Start off with this. You're celestial.
A what? What is a celestial?
Maddie, do you wanna?
Do you want to
Is that
explain this
like
one,
a-
Maddie?
Oh, that's how it feels.
I have not heard of this animal. What is a celestial?
You're not an animal. You're a different kind of being,
What
and
does that mean? I do
you're
not-
You're not human.
What? I am not human?
You're not human.
Why am I not human?
Mercy's gonna poke Maddie and go, maybe you should ask him if he even believes in gods. That might make this an easier jump.
I mean, okay. I
So
don't know.
what
He
the fuck
doesn't
are
know.
you doing?
Should we help?
It's
Maddie.
no. Let Maddie keep going. Let Maddie keep going.
Maddie's got this. She's got this.
Listen, you're not human. You're probably an ASMR. I think.
This is not the time for insulting me. I do not know what I have done.
That's what I said the first time somebody said that word.
Look, I'm confused as you are, but I'm pretty sure that you're, I don't know, you're probably born from someone that's celestial. That's literally what I'm telling you right now.
Well, I am learning many things. I am not human, and I am a celestial and an asshole. I do not understand this.
Exactly. Servants of the gods, angels, that sort of thing.
You might still be mostly human, just that you have lineage from a being that comes from the upper planes.
I'm just so tired to explain this to him. I feel like I'm as lost as he is. Not gonna.
Look, Baron, Baron, I'm working
Baron.
on it. I speak. Never mind. Do you worship any gods?
No, I do not worship. I will occasionally offer a offering to Erastil or one of the other hunting gods or farming gods, depending on
Right.
what I need.
Right. This is Dea. Dea is servant of Aristil's. This might be why this happened.
Oh, it's very kind. You do not have a hoe or anything. Why? You do not look like a farmer.
Yeah, I was a sailor.
She's a hunter.
I'm a hunter.
Sailor, there are no
Yes.
crops on the ocean.
No, he's the god of the hunt. The crops are part of it, but the animals, the
Like taking
Like
care of
rabbits?
cows.
no killing rabbits and deer.
Why is the god kill rabbits and deer? What did they do to the gods?
It's for food. It's for sustenance. It's the chain of we're predators. I know.
Oh.
Why did
I
you
do
make me
not-
talk to him?
I do not feel like a predator.
Hana,
It's okay.
Oh, the worst
It'll
people
be
to
okay.
explain.
It'll
Yes.
be okay.
what is the closest city to where you live?
The closest city to where I live is it's over in Warridge. I do not go there. There are lots of people. They are all very loud.
You're from Odella.
What? No, I am not from Odella.
You can't.
Brave
Mercy's just gonna look at him and go,
country.
"We can't fix stupid."
This is. And should I take over for this? Because this feels like a
don't-
kindred spirit happening
He
here.
might be from
Are you from
the Isles
Valecrest?
of Iruya.
Valecrest? Yes, that's where I am. I was from. I do not
I
live in
recognize
Valecrest anymore. Do you recognize him?
Do I recognize him?
Oh no, you said Valecrest. Sorry, my
yeah, I
brain
was
went. You said Valecrest. My brain went Vermune.
Oh, okay.
No, I am not from Valecrest.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
I lived in the cold place with short people. Vermune. I lived in Vermune.
Oh, I don't want to send him back there.
I used to live there. I don't live there anymore. I live in what?
You live
You
in
literally just
Odella.
almost said Odella. Gale,
What?
talk to the man.
All right. So here's what we got, friend. So you went to sleep. You're having a really bad nightmare. All right. These happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Aye, they do. Luckily, you run into
Oh.
us. We're here.
Yeah.
We work with the gods.
Oh,
And-
that's very nice. Good to
Aye.
hear.
Aye. What we do is we travel the dream world and we look for individuals like yourself and we save you from nightmares. That's what we did.
Hey, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. This is, like I said, Dea specifically works with Aristil. Aristil kind of pointed us in your direction.
Oh, it's so kind. I didn't even know that I had nightmares and fears of coffins, but I do, I suppose.
It is a very
claustrophobia.
rational fear to have. It is a very rational fear to have.
Okay. I'm just gonna lean over to Rudy and go, you can teleportation suckle him back, right?
No, we
No.
can't.
We can banish him. Banishing him.
Don't do it!
No, the
No, but
problem
it'll
with
put him
banish is
anywhere.
it'll put what you just said.
Bernie, he's
Oh.
already confused enough. We don't need to confuse him anymore.
If you
I
banish
can't-
him, he'll end up literally anywhere in the material plane.
I literally cannot teleportation circle to a different plane.
Can we awaken him? Do you think that would make him smarter?
It probably would because this
The-
poor man's intelligence is like a 6.
The unfortunate thing is, I think the intelligence has to be like 3 or lower for that spell.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
And
He-
at that point, he
4.
can't talk because you're that dumb.
Can you read?
Yes, I can
Yeah.
read.
Okay.
Not much, but I can read. I do not
Again.
need to.
That's right.
The sheep do not write much, so I do not read what they write.
Sheep?
They don't. That's right. I'm a shepherd, so I understand. So here's what we're gonna do for you, Baron.
Uh-huh.
So, when you go to the dream world like this, certain things can happen to you. You'll be
Why
okay.
is that why I cannot see my body?
Aye, that is way. That is way. That is way. So,
I've killed Jill.
I'm editing this tonight. I'm going to edit this. And I'm putting this up on YouTube or something. I can't.
Baron's my favorite character.
Baron?
Baron. So here's a couple things that you need to know.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna wake up. We don't know where you're gonna wake up right away.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of sleepwalking? Where someone's asleep but they go walking around?
Yes, I know the sleepwalking.
Right. That is what's been happening to you. That's how you wandered here.
Oh.
Aye, it's a very bad case. It
I
happens.
don't remember
sometimes.
this place being near home.
It wasn't. You actually tripped and fell, and that's how you got here.
Oh.
That's why it's important to help the people who were sleepwalking get back to bed. That way they
I'll
don't
be
fall
more
and
careful
disappear.
about digging into holes then. There must
Aye.
have been a hole.
Aye, they're very dangerous for that. They're very dangerous for that.
Discuss our tiefling friend.
So hard to keep a straight face. So hard to keep a straight face. Between the
Come
back and
on!
forth, I'm going,
Come
oh my
on!
God.
Connor,
Bring it on!
Okay.
What's
Connor,
up?
can we just like
Mercy and Ro are observing
from the side?
from the sidelines, making witty comments back and forth to each other as they do. Can I insight and see if this guy's really this fucking stupid?
Can I assist?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Because he said, "Oh shit" in
He
Celestial.
said, oh shit, in Celestial. Then he's like, what's a Celestial?
That.
Oh,
Wait,
I
wait.
get to re-roll that first of all. Okay,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, I'm giving you assistance.
Yeah, you get it.
11's better than a 9.
okay, so
13.
13.
You think this man is actually that fucking dumb?
Oh, that makes
He's
this
really
so much
not smart.
worse.
He
Wait,
doesn't even know he
um,
was in Celestial then.
Sorry. Jolly?
Oh, I was gonna say Celestial too, and I was like, how the fuck do you not know what you are if you're talking in Celestial?
Hey! You know the words I say occasionally.
Oh my god.
Can you
She
also
does.
do this?
And he like makes something light up, and then invisibility drops on him.
I'll just say, and I quote, "I gotta cool off."
So
All
that's a damn shame. What you see in front of you is a man with golden eyes, like a nice, like kind of like an amber golden color. And you see that he's kind of got this like shock of blonde hair that kind of sticks up at the front, like a kind of goofy looking cowlet. His hair kind of comes back into a ponytail that he's tied up, and you see he's wearing like farmer's clothing. He's a pretty good looking guy, kind of charming, a little dumb.
He's a
But
himbo.
he's very much dumb and muscular, and he's good looking.
He's a fucking himbo.
He's not a himbo because I don't like him.
Still,
How that works. Yes, it is.
he's attractive and he's muscular.
Oh, very
As well.
stupid.
I don't think he respects women.
So, question.
Oh,
How does...
I can see my body.
Yes.
There you go. You're starting to wake up.
How does plane shift work? Could we, like, send him back without us?
We can't go with. Then we can't go. If we see.
No, like, can you
I
plane
can
shift someone
target.
without...
I can target another creature.
So can you send him back without going back yourself?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Have to read the
That's a new
wording
plan.
on it.
I'm going to give him some money. You're going to send him to Warridge, and he's gonna go home.
Actually, I got one thing that I can add to this. So, when you get back, have you ever run into anyone with a blue cloak? They're literally called the blue cloaks.
Yes, they didn't want to talk to me though. I saw them. They were looking at the big guys who have found my town. They were looking at the big man with the horns and the axe and the big scary. What?
The fucking
The
Minotaur!
person who looked like a bull.
Yes, like the
Oh,
cow.
The fucking Bjorn!
Oh god, that firework, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I give you a heart attack.
Somebody cast fireball at that fight. That's dangerous.
Oh shit.
You did bring up the blue cloaks that does already. It might be better to send him to
Right.
Avero, and Avero to take care of
So, here's what I need you to do.
Port City.
When you get back, because this has all happened, talk to one of the blue cloaks. Tell them that you need to talk to Fortune's Blade. Can you repeat that back to me?
I need to find the blue cloak, and I need to tell them that I need to speak to Fortune's Blade.
Alright, good.
Wait, Gale,
If we need those instructions on paper,
can we do that?
Yes.
have them on
I can
paper.
read.
Yes.
Can we do that really quick? This part is important because when you come back, there are ways that this Fortune's Blade group can help you to keep from falling back into here again in your sleep.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Sounds okay. I
Yeah,
can do that.
You can just explain your dream to the blue cloak. The person wearing the blue cloak.
We'll find out a
Okay.
The
message.
cloak doesn't talk.
You give this to the first person you see when you get back, and they will direct you. Harv will write out a two-part message. One of the first part is for the person it's given to direct him to the Lucky Sapphire, and the second part is for Avero, like explaining
Got
stuff
it.
because
Got
most
it.
likely it's gonna be
You pinned
Harvey
a
or,
note to his collar.
most
The
likely it's
third
gonna
part
be
says,
Harvey or
I'm so fucking
Asagio.
sorry.
Because
Why don't you guys like Bjorn?
Plane
Bjorn's a
shift.
nice man.
Plane shift can, if I know the sigils to a teleportation circle, I can.
You
send
can
it
place him
there.
at a
Oh,
teleportation
you can
circle.
send him to...
Send him to Sashio!
Yes!
Also fun, but however, fun fact: do not have sending right now. I don't have sending.
That's why the note is
I have
there.
preference today.
Did he say
Hello?
what town he
What the
was
fuck
living in?
are you doing here?
We can. I mean, it
Before he
doesn't
goes.
matter. It doesn't matter because we have as much time as we need to talk with him.
Yeah,
When we're back.
yeah. door.
Hold on.
But like, he was, I guess his town or farm or whatever was under attack of the Minotaur, of the rat.
Real quick. Gale, you might want to add on the Fortune Blade's gonna look a little bit like us, so he doesn't freak out.
We'll get to that when we get there. I don't think it'll matter that much.
We don't
Burn
look
that
like
bridge.
ourselves right now. I
We
will
will.
point that out. We don't
Yeah.
look like ourselves right now.
Two
mean,
people do.
Except for me and Mercy.
He doesn't know that we're the Fortune's Blade, to be fair. We didn't say that. We just said
Nope.
ask for us.
Sure you didn't.
So he won't know.
He's gonna find you and go, you sound just like the dream people.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. They send people to us all the time, and we help them with this dream walking thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now, the important part. You'll be fine. Just follow the instructions.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah,
You'll
I'll be
be fine.
fine. Yeah.
He's so stupid.
You're doing great.
Okay, you're doing great too. Thank you.
Thank you.
You will feel something, just do not fight it. It'll be you waking up from the dream.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you very much.
He gives Gale a handshake. Thank you. And he gives Dea a handshake. And he goes, thank you. Gives Maddie a handshake. Goes, thank you. Gives Erida a handshake.
Bro
Gives
does
one to
not
Mercy.
present her hand.
No, Mercy does not take it. She's just staring.
Okay, thank you. And then he'll give Haru a handshake.
That is fine because he needs to make a melee spell attack against them for,
You hit. You hit.
for playing shit.
You're fine.
And he's sending
Charisma must be
gift
off the
shot.
fucking charts comparatively.
This unfortunately means we'll either need to rest or not use plane shift to get out of here.
Yeah, sorry for taking your spell slot. I couldn't.
But you cast plane shift on him and Bjorn disappears.
Thank God.
He was so fucking annoying.
Leave him. He's so stupid. We couldn't just.
The more he spoke, the more I could feel my alignment changing. And I was like, maybe we should give it back.
Maybe,
Or we could keep him. Maybe his soul would have gone for a lot.
like, this is gonna be another accountant scenario the longer it drags on. I will say, I have an idea if we ever get really surrounded.
1 point for me.
Forbiddance, as long as they start the turn within it, they take 5d10 damage. So, if we get surrounded, we can clear
have an
out
option.
the area.
Is everybody doing okay?
I'm out for the rest of the session.
I'm just like, oh my god, do I sound like that every time? I'm like, what the fuck am I? What the fuck is it?
I am going to do something because we're probably going to be going up against more powerful opponents. And
What are you
if we
doing?
mess up, expending a use of my Challenge Divinity Enhanced Cures and doing Mass Cure Wounds while we're hidden on everybody except Gale, because Gale doesn't need it.
Because Gale's a fucking tank.
So
Alright.
automatically everybody will recover 29 hit points with excess converted to temporary. And since everybody's hurt, I don't need to specify what the limit is because nobody will reach it.
So, you guys heal up. You guys are still in your hidden position, and you've been hearing this entire time the fighting that's been happening. It's been getting worse and worse the entire time. The fight appears to just be intensifying more and more. And Dea, as you have the highest passive perception, and everybody else who Dea would, I'm assuming, alert, you notice that the front door to the building is opening. And as the door to the building is opening, you see coming out is a towering man, well taller than Gale, looking to be maybe 12 to 13 feet tall. This man is big, broad-shouldered, deep red skin with this almost like elongated, like horse-like face with the skin pulled taut, and these two giant horns. And you see that he's carrying with him a weapon that is it's called an onkus, which you can look up the image of it because it's visually very difficult to describe. It's also known as an elephant poker. And he walks out the door, points back to the guards, and goes,
"Lock the door. No one enters."
And he starts stomping off towards the auctioneer, just shaking his head back and forth. Who would like to roll religion?
I'll do it.
Actually, no. Who's read the Fiend book?
Haru.
Haru has.
And Haru.
I skimmed it.
Okay, so I'll give this to Erudite and Mercy, hands down. You guys have read the book through and through. You think you know what that is. That is a very powerful fiend known as a pit fiend.
I knew it.
Me. Okay.
Pit fiends, pit fiends, pit fiends.
They are quite strong, quite intimidating, and they are typically one of the guys in charge of most areas, typically.
That was the big guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Big guy distracted currently, I guess. But
Quite possibly the person or the fiend that we're after.
Correction, we're not after the fiend. We're after the bodies, and then we're getting the fuck out of here. I'm just... like,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but... I'll even admit I'm not looking for a fight here. I'm looking to get him and leave.
I think we might have to fight at least these guards.
I'm fine with that. I'll fuck him up.
Well, we might not have to.
I might be able to persuade my way in.
If you can't... Mercy, did you have an idea?
I think we can just convince him to walk away. There was a
Fair.
celestial in the field. They might have a chance.
True.
While you guys are discussing your options and considering what you'll be doing next, you hear the sounds of combat as they start to lessen. As you hear and you hear someone just wading through and just hacking people to pieces. And we are going to end the session there, as you all realize you need to get in, and you may not have a whole lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for being present for the stream. Thank you to the folks who are here in chat and to the folks who were lurking along with us. If you enjoy what we do and if you enjoyed Bjorn, then please pass the word along and tell your friends. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you want, you can join up onto our Discord and give me game recommendations. Give us all game recommendations. And watch along. Have some fun. But with all that said, my dear players, would you all be so kind as to say goodbye, stream?
Bye,
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.